no man control. Sound off. Revolution with the breath of my lungs. Sound off. Sound off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sound Off. I'm so excited for tonight because we are doing absolutely nothing serious tonight. We are debating with each other. We are turning off the problems of this world and actually just having a fun night. So, one thing I want to say before we actually get started is, this is one of the beauties of Christian music, is that it's intended to help us not focus on the craziness of the world, right? And this is a great opportunity just to kind of showcase that. We're typically pretty serious here on Take on the World TV. Tonight, we are just going to have an absolute blast, fun time. And we're probably going to do maybe some giveaways. We're going to do some fun stuff. But we are here tonight to test our knowledge, your knowledge, everybody's knowledge of the wonderful time of the 1990s through the genres of the CCM world, the rock world, the hip hop, and the electronic world. So we're going to be covering pretty much everything in tonight's fun showcase episode. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing great.
Doing good.
I'm so pumped that we're eventually going to do the 2000s.
Yes. So we actually got to go do some showcase, of the 80s. We got to do some other fun stuff that we're going to do, but I figure we just totally break it up and let everybody know how much of nerds we are, and what maybe youth group geeks or whatever we may have been in the 90s, or really super tall guys listening to Christian music while they were breakdancing in Mr. Robbie Davison. So we are set up into three teams tonight. We are without Josh Laurie tonight. He was supposed to be on team Chris Beardley. So that is AKA Doug. If you guys don't recognize Doug, it's because he did shave his head. Thus, he's calling himself me, and he has a beard. So this is what Chris would look like if he had a beard. And so hopefully a little younger. I would hopefully look a little younger, but it's all good. But then you've got the most cheesiest name in the industry, which is me and my cousin Elijah. I wanted to be called Team Cuz, but he said no. Let's go with his name of his website, which is called the Christian Boys, where he is a freestyle rapper and breakdancer and a punk emo novel writer. So that is my cousin Elijah. We are Team Christian Boys. Come on, everybody, give it up! Give it up!
Yeah.
And of course, we've got
Sounds like one of those 80s cheesy, the Florida Boys or like Southern Gospel group.
Boys. You got to be like that, Say it that.
And we have the two Canadians.
Yeah, represent.
Hanging on a team.
Hey.
Why didn't we call ourselves Team Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we thinking? Hey, man, I'm only guessing, right?
100%.
Only guessing.
Only guessing. Or they could have been known as the Island Boys.
We are the Island
We
Boys.
thought that was, there we go. We knew we had somebody out there. Hey, come on, Johnny. We just did last week's episode. Should Christians listen to secular music and every lyric to the Island Boys?
Those were the only lyrics to that song.
Yeah. Like I said,
Island Boy. How are they doing anyways? Have they dropped out of the spotlight, or are they still going strong? What's happening?
Doug, you followed them.
I don't even know who they are.
Which one? What?
Did you say you fathered them? What'd you say?
You fathered them.
That's what you said. You said you followed them.
He said we followed them.
You fathered them.
Yeah. Elijah follows them. Doug fathered them.
Okay, gotcha.
Tell us about your kids. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, we said it wasn't going to be serious, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm jealous of their hair.
Yeah. So if there is anybody in the chat room before we start, if you guys actually want to become on Team Chris Beardley,
I love that idea.
And if you guys have some knowledge, you can jump on Team Chris Beardley because he's without a partner. So if you guys want to put your hands up and say, yeah, I'll do my best, we will send you a link If we don't know you, we are not sending you the link. So there we have it. Yes. So, all right. Well, you know what? I think everybody's sitting there waiting for us to get started.
Samson's coming on.
Samson's coming in.
Oh, Samson's gonna come in.
Yeah, he goes, I got you, Doug.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me hold on.
Let's get Samson in.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get Samson in here. All right.
Samson, you better know hip hop and CCM music.
Just no Christian music in general. I think you'd be fine.
All right. Let me
I
get
don't
it.
think
Let me get it over to.
Just guess. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, he goes, oh, no, I don't even know what we were doing.
Oh,
Christian music trivia. If you know
I thought
Christian
that this was
music,
going to be ironic. Chris shaves his
Okay,
head, and we were going to get
Does he not
Samson.
want to come in?
nice.
All right. Here we go.
Head, and we were going to get
Does he not
Samson.
want to come in?
Someone needs to come in that actually knows Christian music, or just be like,
Okay. Is
Head,
it
and we were going to get
does he not
Samson.
want to come in?
someone needs to come in that actually knows Christian music, or
Yeah,
just be
Aaron.
like,
Come on, Aaron. Are you coming in? Okay.
someone needs to come in that actually knows Christian music.
Hey,
Aaron, come on, Aaron. Are you coming in? Okay.
Someone,
All right.
Wow. What was that?
I guess no one wants to be on my team.
Well,
Okay.
I could be both.
Aaron could be our DJ.
I could be both.
Okay. So who is Aaron coming in? Hands up. No. I mean, I know music. You want to come in, Aaron? You're more than welcome.
Specifically Christian music.
Dude, get in.
Okay, so so I'm going to lay down the rules that these guys don't even know. So every team gets help from
Google.
no, not Google. Chat room. So it's called a lifeline. And if you want to come in, or if you can't answer a question and you want to use, you get only one chance to use this. So we're going to be going off of a point system: 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 5 point, and the enormous 10-point question. For all of us, this means absolutely nothing if you win, but it means absolutely everything to our pride. And so if you're celebrating unleavened bread soon, the puffiness of yourself, hopefully, will not take place in this episode tonight, guys. And you will be humble to know that if you win, you will not rub it in any of our faces. So I leave you with that we all will play evenly and fair. Only Elijah probably will be cheating because he will have multiple screens in the backdrop.
Good for you.
And sharing them to me. That's not cheating on my part. And I didn't see Aaron come in. So again, if anybody new is joining, you guys can get in and become partners with AKA Mr. Doug if Aaron does not want to
Wait a
come.
minute.
How about
Karen
Karen
too.
suggests that the entire chat could be
Oh,
assisting
well,
him.
then you guys will be Googling. You can't. Okay.
That's true too. That's true.
You guys can't Google it. Okay. He's booting up his computer. He'll be in here in a minute. So we are going to get started. So we're going to put the questions up on the board, and we're going to be asking random questions. And if you guys get some of these questions right, first one in the chat room, on certain questions that I sound the alarm, I will be sending them either free t-shirt, hat, and even maybe some 90s CDs if you guys are really up for that. So here we go. We're going to get started with the first question.
Here's a question. Should we be looking at the chat then? Because like I said, if someone just basically types it in.
Not yet. So everybody take your chat off. I'm not going to be looking at the chat much.
Just put private chat on or whatever, and then we won't see the comments, because it would be easy for people to, if we're like totally stumped and all of a sudden we see like 15 with the same answer, we'll be like,
Elijah, comments. The comments. Look in the chat.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to start.
Patricia's on my team tonight.
Okay, now we're going to be starting with team. I'm only guessing at first round question is going to Mr. Chris Beardley.
Oh, well, That got complicated.
Well, that got very complicated right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Read that question, Robbie.
Well, that's going to be, let me see here. I don't know why the font all changed. This solo artist had back-to-back #1 song of the year. The only solo artist to do it in the 90s.
Amy Grant.
No.
No. Okay, we get to steal, Elijah. Read that question again.
This solo artist had back-to-back #1 song of the year. The only solo artist to do it in the 90s.
What are you thinking, Elijah?
What genre is this? This is a
CCM.
CCM. Okay.
Okay, so really quickly, we can narrow this down to like DC Talk,
Right.
Michael W. Smith, possibly.
Possibly.
Back-to-back #1 song of the year in the 90s. Here we go. We're going to bring in, we'll let Aaron take a guess before we guess. What's up? Mr. Sampson is in the house.
What's
He's
up?
on team-
Hey, Samson.
All right, go ahead and ask that question again.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
This solo artist had back-to-back #1 song of the year. The only solo artist to do it in the 90s.
That's for you. That's for you, Samson.
Back to back in the 90s.
He's looking it up.
No. Toby Mac.
Okay,
No.
Toby
Not
Mac?
Toby.
Okay, so what do you want to go with, Elijah?
DC Talk.
All right, we'll go with DC Talk. We'll go with Team Elijah on this one, and put that in. What do you guys say?
No dice.
No dice. Okay, chat room. Does anybody want to take that chance in the chat? I will give out a free item for this first question.
I can also give you some multiple guesses too.
No. Somebody
I
has
know.
to-
I'm just saying.
Okay. So on 3, everybody put your guess in there right now. We see Kirk Franklin. We see Stephen Curtis Chapman. We see
Michael W. Smith. That would
English.
have been my.
Okay, who is the artist? We see Brian Duncan. You can't guess twice. Okay. What do we got? Michael W. Smith. That was my guess. But Elijah did terrible and took DC Talk.
I don't even know what I was getting myself
Come on.
into.
We got a lot of questions to get through. You guys don't let us hanging on this. Don't wait till the right answer comes in.
Who is it, Johnny?
Do you want a multiple choice?
No,
Or
just
do
give.
you want the answer?
We just
Just
want
the answer.
Brian Duncan.
Brian Duncan. Who
Brian Duncan.
really? Somebody look that up in the chat room. But that,
Brian Duncan.
Patricia.
Someone look that
okay,
up.
Patricia,
Love takes time, and things
reach
are going
out.
to change.
you will get a free CD if that's what you want. You get a free CD. All right, Steve, we're giving away crazy, stupid stuff tonight. 90. I'll give you a sealed CD, and here's the deal. It'll be 90s. You guys have to like, share, and get this out to everybody who just wants to have a good time tonight because we are not doing anything serious. So here we go. We are going with question number 2, and that is to Team Christian Boys by Mr. Doug and Aaron.
What band's female lead vocalist dated Jason Martin of Starflyer 59?
What band's female lead vocalist dated Jason Martin of Starflyer 59?
A. Plum. B. Fireflight. C. Fleming and John. D. Sixpence None the Richer.
Okay, Elijah. I have my guess. What are you guessing?
Sixpence.
Yeah, I mean that's the only one that makes sense to me. But I hope I am not wrong. It would be D. Leah Nash, Sixpence None the Richer.
You are correct.
All right.
No, Liz, to stop Googling the answers.
No, we did not Google that answer.
No Googling.
All right. Okay. All right. This next question is for Team Beardley, and this is from the Christian Boys. Right, Elijah, you go ahead and take the first one.
Sure. This gospel Fort Worth born artist has won numerous awards, including 16 Grammy Awards.
And that's for us.
Yep, that's for you guys.
What'd you say, Chris?
That's for you guys, you and Doug.
Doug?
I'm gonna say Lecrae.
Yeah, 16 Grammys.
This is 90s.
Oh,
90s.
90s.
I'm gonna give you a hint. This is 90s.
Wait a minute, 90s.
This is 90s.
What do you think about
Gospel
Michael W.
Fort
Smith? I mean, he had a ton of.
Gospel. So this is like hip
This is
hop
gospel,
or
though.
This is like sort of like hip hop oriented question.
Kirk Franklin.
Elijah, give it to him. All right, that is
Kirk
correct.
Franklin. Yep.
Nice.
That was going to be my guess too.
All right,
Who was it?
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin.
Wow, nice.
And so
Hallelujah.
that's the only gospel that you're getting on this episode. So all you gospel fans, that's all you get. So there we have it. And no, I was not. Yeah, here we go. So the next question.
Those who think that gospel music's gone too far.
So here comes the next question. This is to us from Robbie.
I'm not sure what's going on with the font, but I'll read it here. This group had back-to-back #1 songs of the year, and the only group to do it in the 90s.
Whoa! Is this the same question?
No, this is a group,
Nope.
not a
This
solo.
is a group, not a solo artist.
Group.
This is a group.
Okay. This is the number. This group. Okay, Elijah. Okay, we could go back with DC Talk. What you
Hey,
say?
look, I got a weird question though. First, I'm only gonna guess on any answers? Have we even gone?
Yes, you have gone.
We have not guessed yet.
Oh,
We've not guessed yet. That's what I'm saying, right? It seems
Oh,
weird. We haven't
okay.
even gone yet.
Yeah.
I personally would have guessed Kirk Franklin, by the way.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead. Just go ahead. We'll mix it up. But I was just like, we haven't
No,
even
no.
got a trivia question yet.
Okay, Doug. So you're going to get back-to-back questions from us next time.
That's
Okay.
fine. Okay, keep going. Here we go. So this is a group, not a solo artist. This is in the 90s, the only group to do it in the 90s, back-to-back #1 songs of the year.
Okay. Elijah, we could go Jars of Clay. We can go.
And it's not okay. Let me preface by saying I don't think it's who you think it would be.
No hints.
Oh, I mean, he got a multiple guess. We can give some hints.
What was the name of Brian Duncan's band?
The Brian Duncan Band.
So. Oh my God.
Jars of Clay isn't a bad guess, but then like when he said, it's not who you think it would be, I don't know.
Oh man, Elijah, we're gonna die here on this question. All right.
An easy one, so it really should be pretty obvious.
Tough. This is a tough question. What band? Back-to-back #1 songs of the year.
You got to think it's CCM too, though, right? Like a lot of the bands they weren't necessarily huge CCM artists until later on.
Right. I mean, I don't think Mercy Me had 2 songs.
No.
Thanks for that. So we ruled out Mercy Me.
I can only imagine what song they would have been #1, though.
Yes. What do you got, Elijah? What are you Googling right now?
Can I I want to give hints, or at least I want to help.
Oh, you can give us you can give a trivia. Or
Yeah, it's only 1 point.
You can give them multiple choice.
No, I'm not. I tell you what, this group had males and females in it.
Okay, so now we're going down to maybe Avalon.
That's what I was going to say is Avalon.
All right, let's go
Yeah.
with it since we both agree.
Yeah.
On, let's go with Avalon.
Avalon is correct.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny how like nobody would have a clue unless you say there's women and men in the group. It's like no one would have a foggiest clue.
Testify to love.
How come Doug and I didn't get multiple choice?
Because you guys didn't need it. All right, here we go. All right, this is for I'm only guessing. Doug, you're up.
Oh man, why is it
I don't know why it's doing that. It looks fine on the PowerPoint, but in the viewer, it does that because mine look perfect. I'm looking at my PowerPoint right now, and
All
that
right.
looks perfect.
So what
Straight it out.
faith-based band cameoed in the movie Airheads starring Adam Sandler? King's X, Galactic Cowboys, POD, or Striper?
I've never even seen the movie.
Cameo in the movie Airheads starring Adam Sandler.
Come on, Robbie. This was your favorite movie back then.
Yeah, right. Airheads.
It starred Adam Sandler.
It was pretty awesome.
He did that voice.
It's not Striper. I don't know. You're gonna have to go with it, but I think it's between A and B. I don't know. I don't think it's POD. I don't think it's Striper.
Take a guess.
My guess would be.
It's our name.
That's right. I'm gonna go B.
Okay. Is that incorrect?
No, that is not correct. It is B.
No, it is B.
It's
Yeah.
B. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a point on that one.
Okay, so now you guys are gonna get a question from us because we messed up. What's the score do we have right now, Elijah?
Christian Boys 2. I'm only guessing 1, and Chris Beardsley 1.
Okay. Okay. So here we go. Here is question number 2. Kirk Franklin for I'm only guessing. I'll read this one, Elijah. Okay.
Go for it.
What hip hop group? Oh, geez. Put out its first album, Composition Number 1, in 1997. Johnny, go ahead and answer this whenever you can.
Why is it every time I get put on a spot, my mind goes blank?
Okay, guys, remember what it was like in the chat before we went live, and so Johnny was showing off his like flexing skills.
No,
He was rapping like crazy. Maybe we can get you to do that tonight.
Lord no. The only group that comes to mind for me is LA Symphony.
All right, let's move on. That is absolutely correct.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so now we're getting back to the top. So we're getting back on track here. So CCM going directly to Doug right now on question number 4 here. Okay.
Jars of Clay Flood was featured on this 1998 film.
Like this is tossing up softballs.
Yeah, well, it's an easy one, right? Easy point.
If I paid attention to Jars of Clay back then.
And CCM.
No, I did.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding. Who couldn't have paid attention to Jars of Clay back then?
Elijah, do you know this?
1998.
Okay, I mean Samson, you got Samson too. You guys should be
Samson.
talking back and forth.
What do you think?
A 1998 movie.
It was a hit.
Oh,
I wore that CD out completely in Bible college. Just
There
wore
was
it
a
out.
bank heist involved.
Google.
the bank heist was in 1998.
Elijah, how old were you at this time?
He was 10.
I know he wasn't allowed to see this movie in theater.
It's funny because when Johnny brought this question up, I'm like, I could see the cover. I described it, and he's like, I didn't know the name, but I could see the entire cover, the movie poster. I literally verbatim.
There was a bank heist. The only movie that I remember around that era that was a bank heist was Heat. But
Is that your guess?
This movie was less than 3. It was like 2 hours, not 3.
Like, I don't even know the name of it, but I'm gonna.
You can see the cover. Yeah, I was the same way. I was just
I'm gonna take a guess. Me and Liz actually saw it in theaters. I absolutely do remember it.
I don't know. Samson, do you know?
No, I don't know. But
let's give a little bit of a hint. Think of
No. Okay.
no. It's think of a hint. Think of a flood. Flood is of what? Water. So there's your hint. The movie title's got kind of something to do with water and
The Waterworld
A
didn't
big
have a bank
downpour.
heist in it.
Neither did Titanic, by the way.
I don't know.
I think somebody in the chat got it because I can see it and that makes
hey, you're not
sense.
supposed to be looking in chat.
Yeah, I know. I pulled it. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the credit for that because somebody else put it in there. That
All
makes
right.
sense.
Oh, as long as we're honest, it's all good.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, Elijah, do you have any guesses here?
No idea. No idea.
Yeah. Okay, so it was like a good cop, bad cop type of scenario movie. Dealt with water. There was a flood. There was an armored truck.
That's like every movie in the 90s, though.
The credits ended with jars of clay flood.
And he talked. Yeah, see, that's how I talk.
Oh my gosh.
Who was in it?
Should I, Elijah? Do you want to take? Do we want to take the? Do we want to?
Yeah, that wasn't a big movie back then.
Well, it did have some big. I mean, it had what, like Morgan Freeman and Christian
There we go.
Bale in it.
There we go.
Yeah, Morgan.
Yeah,
Freeman,
Morgan
Christian
Freeman.
Slater. Absolutely. I do not know it. I will call water flood.
It's called Hard Rain.
Water flood.
Yeah,
There we go.
you got it, Chris.
I vaguely remember that
Chris
movie,
Brady.
except for a
Really?
couple of parts. But
I know I could like see the
definitely-
cover and everything. I could just describe it, but I'm like, oh,
Okay, what's the name of the? What's the name of it?
Hard Rain.
Hard Rain. That's exactly what it is. Ah, I knew it. I knew it.
I didn't even know that was the last song that played in the movie.
Think of the verse: "Hard rain, rain on my face."
Right. I mean,
Yeah, it was like the perfect. It was like, yeah, for Hard Rain, it was like it couldn't have been a better title.
Yeah, we felt like Christians arrived when they started playing that in the theater. So, okay. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to move on to the next one, which is that is me getting yes, right? That is us, me and Elijah getting a question from
Dirt
From
just
Chris
responded, Dirt responded to me and he said, yeah, I can't. I'm naked right now.
okay, go ahead, or go ahead.
I would read it, but I can't even read what it says. Which
Someone will read it out.
is it? Which hip hop and metal pairing was to do a song together? A. Deliverance / 12th Tribe. B. Anthrax / Public Enemy. C. Bride / DOC. Or D. Tourniquet / PID.
So what
Which pairing was to do it first?
which pairing was to do it first?
A hip hop metal pairing was to do a song together.
Who did it first? Is that what you're asking?
Yep.
Okay. That would Elijah, do you have a guess on that?
I was going to say Bride, DOC.
That's what I'm thinking too. So we're gonna lock it in at Bride and DOC, which was first.
Anybody else want to go?
I mean, is it? You have to answer if that's
You're
correct.
wrong.
Yeah, I know it's wrong. I'm gonna say it's Anthrax and Public Enemy.
You're wrong on that one.
Hmm.
Anybody?
Well, now
Notice it's not a Christian pairing.
It's a Christian pairing, but
Anthrax and Public Enemy. They're
no,
not Christian.
I just do them and just as for fun.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like
who did it first? Was it Tourniquet and PID?
Yes, it was.
okay, well,
Okay, well.
nobody got it.
As memorable as Bride and DOC.
They weren't the first though.
But they weren't the first.
Yeah,
All right. So okay,
it was
here.
a tricky one. That was a tricky one.
Okay, so now we will be asking. I'm only guessing. Okay, Elijah, you're up.
What alternative hip hop band formed its name from the popular idiom "Keeping Up with the Joneses"?
Oh man,
I will let you have a hint.
Fourth Avenue.
Fourth
Jones
Avenue
is who I
Jones.
thought
Yeah,
of.
that's what I'm gonna say.
Yep, that's
Fourth
right.
Avenue Jones. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a bonus question on top of this. This will be open for anybody. This is worth 1 point. Okay. Fourth Avenue Jones is headed or led by Ahmad Jones. Ahmad was a one-hit wonder in the 1990s. What was in the secular mainstream world? What was the name of his number one song, which was a one-hit wonder in the 90s before Fourth Avenue Jones?
Just saying the lead singer?
Yes,
What was
the lead
his one?
singer.
No.
Yes, he was a secular artist, and he went by the name as Ahmad. What is the name? What is the name of that song? This is for everybody. Anybody can answer.
No
Up for
idea.
grabs.
Not
Question.
a clue.
No clue.
Okay.
No clue.
I'm actually going back on what I said last week, talking about secular music, but it is called Back in the Day. Back in the day when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I wish I was a kid. Well, I forget how it goes, but that was Ahmad. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. There we go. All right, that was the song, and they formed the band Fourth Avenue Jones, who went on to sign with Goatee Records by Toby Mac. There we have it.
Crazy.
All right, and they are no longer in a band. So here we go. Now we are moving on to our final questions of the easy round, and it is going to be
This is the easy round?
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it? It's the easy
Oh, it's
round.
gonna get tough. Now
It's
it
gonna
is
get
a CCM
Oh.
question.
Hard ring. Oh wait, sorry.
A CCM question for for us.
Okay.
Here we go.
Wow, the 90s album was released July 20th, 1999, featuring 30 of the best artists in that decade. Which label released the album?
So this was Wow. Nice.
Wow, the 90s album was released
know.
featuring 30 of the best of the
saw these
entire decade.
Elijah, do you have a clue?
No, I don't.
Got to give me something.
I thought you would know this one.
I'm gonna guess and
I
say,
even got this one.
I'm gonna guess and have to say for the first one. I don't know if all of them are, but I'm gonna guess Spiro.
No.
That is incorrect.
Let me ask this: is it a Christian or mainstream label?
It's definitely a Christian label.
It would have to be Word Records.
That is
You're
correct.
correct.
Those are my two choices. All right, man. All right, we are.
So
moving
Sparrow
on.
did every single one except that one.
Except the 90s decade special.
All right, now we're moving on to finally we can read. And this is Chris Beardley asking, I'm only guessing.
What band integrated Jeremiah Dirt in their sophomore album? A. POD. B. Nailed Promise. C. Third Root. D. No Innocent Victim.
Who's this one too?
You guys.
You guys.
Okay. Do you have a clue, Johnny?
No clue.
I mean, this is gonna be tricky, but what band integrated Jeremy Dirt in their sophomore album? I don't know if it's a sophomore album, but I know he's on. He did something with POD. I'm gonna say POD.
That's your final answer.
Okay, let's move on.
You're right. It's POD.
You're absolutely right.
Nice.
All right, and so this one is going to Doug from Team Christian Boys, and I think that's me asking. So, okay.
What the heck?
Finish the lyrics.
4 words.
This is a Johnny question. This ain't a Doug.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah,
Hold
exactly.
on, here we go. With skins on his back and hair on his face, they thought it was strange by the.
Gosh.
With skins on his back and hair on his face, they thought it was strange by the. You can poll the audience if you need to. And so if the audience, okay, here we go. We're going to give out prize number 2. If no one gets this question correctly, We're going to be giving away a prize on this one. So do not Google it.
Do we give a hint?
Oh,
No, I
I
don't
know
think we
the
need
band that did it, but I can't.
What band did it first? If you see if you're in the right place.
DC Talk.
Okay, all right, we're on the same page.
Yeah. The skin on his back and hair on his face. They thought it was strange.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I got Jesus saves us.
You're
I got part of it.
yeah, I got it now.
getting close.
Yeah.
I know it's Jesus freak.
He's like, I know that much.
Johnny's over there.
Johnny's
Googling.
giving a little clue there, eh? Whistling Jesus freak.
He's got
It's like
the,
we're
he's
looking
got
for 4
Just
words,
talking
not
about
Jesus freak.
freak.
4 words.
I'm just trying to remember. All I can remember from that song is Marmalade Jelly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What a huge song.
You don't know? Okay, go ahead, Johnny, and we'll
Take it, Johnny. Steal it.
I thought we were
By the
doing-
locust he ate.
Eight.
By the locust he
Yeah.
ate.
Yeah,
Yes.
locust he
you
ate,
got
yeah.
it.
See the
John,
Okay,
Pharisees
so
John,
I'm
come
gonna
when he
give-
had to
yeah.
speak.
So I'm going to give Samson a question here. So here we go. This is a bonus question only for Samson. Here we go on the Jesus Freak song. Here we go. This is only for Samson. Now the Newsboys, because DC Talk is no longer, the Newsboys happen to do Jesus Freak live in concert. What Take on the World participant has rapped on stage multiple times with the Newsboys doing the rap portion of Toby Mac live on the stage?
So easy.
I would say Moss.
There, you got it. 1 point. Give him a point. Give him a point. That was George Moss. If you guys did not know that, George Moss, big shout out to George Moss. Maybe we'll have George on as a guest one night.
You got to get George on, yeah.
Yeah, we have to. So, all right. So that sums up the easy round. Things are going to get much more difficult as we get closer in this game.
Yep.
So we are going to be switching up the rotation. We are going to be asking a CCM question over to Team Christian Boys to us. So here you guys go.
Reality Check CCM release was Know You Better. They broke up and 2 members started a new band called
Reality Check. Checks.
Reality Check was the band. Yep.
Yeah, not checks.
Well, it's Reality Checks only, like
Reality Checks only
yeah.
release.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to, Elijah, do you want me to take it?
If you know, yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
So I'm going to have to guess that the band would have been called Luna Hollow.
You knew it all along. You played it up big time, Chris. Knock it off.
Nathan Barlow.
Knock it off, Chris. You're like, well, let
I'm not
me.
quite sure, but
I know, that was so fake. That was so fake.
Oh, come on. All right, here we go. I know that would have been kind of tough. This one is going out to Team I'm Guessing. Here we go.
In 1994, this solo artist had Jamie Woolman, Tracy Fury, and Dennis Cameron as a backup band. A. Michael Sweeter Striper. B. Jamie Rowe of Guardian. C. Michael W. Smith. D. Carmen.
D.
This could be a trick question.
Robbie.
He just said this could be a trick question. I don't know. The fact that he said this could be a trick question leads me to believe. But again,
So I'll give you guys some hints. Jamie Woolman now plays drums for Tears for Fears. Tracy Fury plays bass for Boston. Dennis Cameron was in the band called Angelica and worked with a numerous amount of bands in the 80s and 90s.
You guys, I told you these questions are going to be really hard.
man, these are really hard. This is like
Well,
insanely
let's
hard.
just guess Carmen because his name is Dennis Cameron, and Cameron and Carmen are very similar. And I'm only guessing.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
It would be Michael Sweet.
Hey.
Oh, my
Hey.
bad. Sorry, Chris.
Michael Sweet.
I'm putting points down.
Okay. All right. You got to.
I thought you were going to play it up and go, let me see. My turn.
Yeah, right. Okay. Here we go. It's our turn, and Elijah, you're up. And we are asking Doug. Here we go. Oh no, we're asking. Yeah, we are asking Doug again. Yep.
Is it Doug or is it me and Doug?
You and Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got to change your team name to something.
Yeah, I'll have to change mine.
Can I answer this one, please?
Absolutely not.
What 90s dance hip hop boy
Absolutely
band
not.
featured Solomon Olds and his brothers?
Okay, so I'm gonna get you guys. I will give you guys a hint on this one. Okay, do you guys know who Solomon Olds is?
I do not.
Okay, Solomon Olds. Give you guys a little history lesson. Solomon Olds is the son of 80s CCM artist named Jerome Olds, and he had a bunch of boys. And these boys ended up creating a band in the 2000s, which set shockwaves through the Christian world. They were first signed to Madonna's Maverick label and Goatee Records at the same time. And then they later were signed to Tooth and Nail Records. And if you've seen these guys live, most likely your parents would have said, "Are those guys Christians?"
Put on an amazing show.
And they do put on an absolutely amazing show. And so if you guys don't know who that is, you're never going to get this question. And so, but what 90s hip hop dance band featured these guys?
Oh my gosh. Dang it.
And they were huge. They were huge.
I know they were
huge
big.
in the 90s. They were huge in the 2000s.
Oh my gosh. I can't
And
remember.
so the 90s hip hop boy band that's not a CCM, right? That's
It is.
secular.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
Yes. Mhm.
two different names though.
Correct.
Dang it. Why can't I remember? Because the original band was on Star Song, I believe.
You can poll the audience anytime you want,
That's going back.
because these are now worth 2 points. And Johnny already knows the answer.
Wait a minute.
You guys are gonna lose
He's chomping at the bit.
Wait a minute. Give me a second. I hated the 2000 version of the band because they looked like really
That was the best
bad
part
drag
of them.
queens. Family Force 5 was the band in the 2000s.
Yes.
That's about the only one that I can think of.
And I'm going to say
I will give you. You want me to give you a quick hint?
the Brothers.
Whoa! I didn't even need to. He nailed that. It is called. They were called the Brothers. Wow, Doug, that took you forever, but wow.
I know, right? I used to be a music seller.
I know. All right,
That's
here we
good.
go. This question, we're reversing it now. So this one is a CCM question going to Doug and Samson. Here we go.
DC Talk, Jesus Freak, released August 1st, 1995. Which member or members wrote the song?
Wait a minute. We just
Member
answered,
or members?
we just answered a question,
No,
right?
No, we didn't.
this was
No.
Yeah, this is different.
DC Talk will be in here like 14 different
Yeah.
We only have a few to choose from.
We were just
so-
talking
but-
about Jesus Freak, but the question is who wrote?
Yeah, but it's which member or members?
Or members wrote the song. Yeah, Jesus Freak.
I mean,
3 of them, man.
They're all Robbie Davidson trick questions.
Hey, these didn't come from me.
so I mean, if we get one of them right, then we get 1 point.
You get 3/4 of a point.
Oh,
Samson, I think it might be Toby.
that's. I mean,
And I would say Kevin, but
Kevin, don't write that crap.
I was gonna say.
Maybe, I mean, Tate, maybe.
Yeah, but it could be all three of them because if I remember it correctly, they all took part in writing.
Well, they said we get 3/4 of a point, so it's got to be 3, right? Or is it 4?
Maybe. Maybe there's 5 people.
Yeah.
Well,
There's only 3 members to DC Talk.
So,
But there's a bass player. and-
Yeah, but they're not going to
they
be like
had
writing
nothing to do
songs.
with it. They were hired hands.
well, then it would just
were hired
let's just do. I mean, we'll just do all 3 of them. We'll do
I'll do
Tate,
all 3 of them.
Max, and Toby.
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
Ah,
All right, Elijah, what do you want to go with? I'm going to say just Toby.
Yeah.
I'm going to say just Toby.
Yeah.
Let's nail it down, Toby. Just Toby. All right.
Written and produced by Mr. Toby Mac.
nah.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's the trick question.
Okay, you marking this down? All right. All right. Okay. And
Member or
next
members?
up is hip hop. I am only guessing. Here we go. Ready to be stumped because now they are getting much harder. All right. Ronnie Martin of Joy Electric started what electronic label?
Oh. You know, Johnny? Do you have
No,
an
I have no
idea? Do
clue.
you know what it starts with?
Do I know what it starts with? Yeah, it's called Label. L. I'm trying to go through all the labels.
It's like I'm gonna go for like lime or something. Oh man, he started the label. I don't know why lime is sitting in my head, but
Doug or Samson, do you guys know this one? Because I can't
You
give
know
it. Do you know, Doug? Okay, if you guys don't, okay, look, doesn't look like you guys.
I got
I
a
know
flute in my
that-
head.
I don't remember Ronnie actually starting a label. I know that he was part of Velvet Blue.
Okay, I can give you guys a hint. It was its own separate label, but it was also distributed through Tooth and Nail Records.
Oh, it was like a sister label.
Yeah,
So
from
who was a
Tooth and
part
Nail.
of Tooth and Nail? Or who was the crossover between the two? So there was Solid State.
I mean, this is like a lot of time to Google. So
Oh, I have my hands here. There's no Googling on my end. Robbie left, so that's what he's probably doing.
exactly. There. I got to add Robbie back in.
That was strange.
Oh, that was strange. Now you have the answer.
But it's an electronic label, so
It's an
that's what
electronic
throws
label.
me off.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, this is the electronic and hip hop division. If you guys did not know that the electronic and hip hop world throughout the 1990s, they were thrown into a box, just like we're doing tonight. We're throwing them into one category. So if this was the Dove Awards, this would have all been under.
I gotta
one-
guess, and it's
one
gonna be
umbrella.
wrong.
Okay, what are you guessing?
It's gonna be wrong.
Okay.
What about and this I think started in the early zeros, mono versus stereo.
Okay, that was an alternative rock record label
Oh.
of Goatee Records. So,
I'm trying to go through all the divisions of divisions.
okay, let's move on because you guys don't have that. Doug and Samson.
I can't. Man,
Okay, all right. You can always pull the chat, or you can give up.
Was it under Joy Electric?
It was not. It wasn't under Joy Electric. No,
Okay.
but it was his own branding.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so it's called Plastic Music.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have
Plastic-
had that.
with a
Plastic
Q, right? With a Q at the end.
Absolutely, Plastic.
That's
Music.
right. Yeah.
we only had like maybe 4 bands that.
They had quite a bit actually into the 2000s when it first started in the 90s, 1999. Didn't have a lot of bands.
Any of them good?
House of Wires. There were a lot of really cool bands that were on. the Tooth and Nail moniker that came out at that time period. So, all right, we're going to move on. So that was to I Am Only Guessing. Now we are heading to this back to. Robbie, you got to put back up your chat because we lost.
All right.
Yeah. So in the meantime,
Doug, we're gonna call ourselves some.
Hey, Robbie, we should on this next one. We should give a multiple guess.
What's that? Multiple what?
We should do a multiple guess on this next question.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. We've got Robbie asking Doug and Samson. Here we go. Let's go here.
You're gonna have to flip to what female artist right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, is that the one that's next?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
This is for Doug and Samson.
Never mind. I thought it was the other question.
Yeah. I moved one around.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That was it was too easy to be in medium.
Which female artist released her album first?
And then a bonus if you can give the years.
Yeah, you guys gonna read it? Who's gonna read
Which
it?
female artist released her first album or her album first? Was it Jackie Velasquez? Was it Rebecca St. James, Cindy Morgan, or Natalie G. Rant?
Okay, we're gonna have to apologize to everybody watching for that
Horrible pronunciations of these classy ladies that have really are staples in the Christian music industry.
Jackie Velasquez,
Rebecca
St. James,
Samson. I think
Cindy
I would say Cindy Morgan,
Natalie
but
Grant.
I'm not sure who one of those is, so I don't know if that one gets beat out. But
By the way, Rebecca St. James just released her new album, and it's actually pretty good.
Actually, they've all been.
I know they are, but she had like a 10-year hiatus. I mean, she's been out of the scene for quite a long
she's
time.
been hanging out with her brothers, King and Country.
Yeah.
So,
Any guesses?
I'm gonna say C, Cindy Morgan.
Elijah, what are you thinking?
Like
my first thought was Natalie Grant, but
My first is Rebecca St. James.
And the answer is Johnny.
Oh, which one are they guessing?
Hold on. I would guess Elijah.
why do you say that, Chris?
I would guess Rebecca St. James, just because I would put her right at the beginning of the 90s with her debut record.
And the answer, Johnny.
We'll take
This
it.
is
It's like
Jackie
the only one they didn't guess.
Yeah, that's the one I wasn't familiar with.
Jackie
So.
Velasquez 1990, Rebecca St. James 91, Cindy Morgan 92,
92.
Natalie Grant 99.
Isn't that crazy? That totally stumped me, that one.
That's
I know, it's like it's right in staring in your face, and you're kind of like you get everyone wrong almost.
okay. So this next one, we're going to be returning to the top of the
That was a good
charts. Okay, we are at the final question of the last round, and so we are going to be heading to. I'm sorry, this is all messed up here. That question was to Doug, right, and Samson.
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Okay, so this question, okay, who answered the last question?
Nobody got that one.
Yeah, we didn't get the electric
Okay,
label.
so the Ronnie Martin, that was beforehand. That was asked to those guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how I got messed up here. So the question would be to us by Doug. Okay.
Tony Palacios of Guardian played guitar for which solo artist? Toby Mac, Amy Grant, Michael Tate, Michael W. Smith.
Okay, Elijah, we could rule out Toby Mac. You think so?
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Just ruling him out because he's not in their original band or the band that they have now.
Okay.
So,
Might have been in DC Talk, but I didn't put that in there.
okay, so what are you thinking you want to go with? We're called. I'm only guessing at this point.
Yeah, I know. Michael W. Smith, just pure guess.
Okay, I'm gonna go with you on that one. It was either between Amy or Michael W. Smith, because I think Pete Stewart played in Michael Tate Band, which I know he did. So it'd be either Amy or Michael W. Smith. So I guess we're gonna choose Michael W. Smith and let them win it with Amy Grant.
You're right, Michael Louis Smith.
Oh, look at that! Nice shot.
Hold on, I thought we were right in the sense that we got it for Amy Grant and not Michael W. Smith.
All right, so now we are returning to CCM, and this one goes to Doug
And Samson.
Well, you guys got to pick a name.
I put Bearded Boys.
The Bearded.
Okay.
There we go. This one.
Bearded Boys.
This one goes to the Bearded Boys.
All right,
Okay.
I'm switching teams.
All right, here we go. Here's the next question.
This female artist was the host of the 21st and 22nd Gospel Music Awards.
Do you have a year on that?
It was, I think, 91, 92.
Back to back.
I was there.
Wow.
Well, then answer the question.
I was there.
Oh, wait, I was there in 92.
Well, it was the same person who did it the year before that.
I was there 90. I was there 93. Sorry, I can't help you.
I went for many years. Trying to think. Gosh, the names that I can come up with is. Give me a hint.
There were none of the previous ladies in the last question that we had.
Well, no kidding, because they weren't really viable at that point.
Been around for a while.
So it was 92, and it was none of the four before, right?
Correct.
I'm looking at possibly Sandy Petty or Amy Grant, but I can't remember.
You were in the audience? You don't remember who was hosting?
Dude, I didn't pay attention to that stuff.
Would Amy Grant been in 92 though?
Okay, I tell you what, it's one of those two.
Oh, great.
So whatever one you get wrong, then the other guys will get the points.
I'm going to say Sandy Patty.
That is correct,
You would
sir.
be
That
correct.
had to be. Yeah, that had to be it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Amy
now
Grant
bonus,
hosted. She
now bonus
hosted once,
points.
and it was in like 96.
bonus points, Doug.
Thinking that was a little early for Amy
If you
Grant.
could break the screen with your high pitched Sandy Patty impression. That was terrible. That was terrible. Okay.
All right. Next question would be going to us then, I think, now. Eh?
Okay. Yep. And that's from us. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like it's impossible now, Robbie.
No, we can do it, man. We can do it.
Yeah, you guys.
He came up with a plastic record label.
That's so insane, dude. That's such an insane question.
Okay.
Here we go, Johnny.
All right. Here you go. This is some
That's before
Dove
me.
questions for you guys.
Okay.
What group won the first Dove Award for this category? The very first year that this was a category in the Dove Awards for Best Hip Hop Album back in 1991. You will get a bonus point if you can actually name the album.
I think I know. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there, Johnny. See what you think. Grits.
Oh, dude, it's all you.
Or it's gonna be which group? You know what? 91. I'm gonna say DC Talk. Would it not be? 91?
You got to
They
guess.
still for last Johnny. I'm talking to Johnny.
I feel like that's way too easy of an answer.
I know, but what do you think? This is like they literally created the award for this band pretty much because it was the first year that they added the hip hop.
When did
It's a group, too.
Thing come out?
What? New thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. But wouldn't it be like Free at Last?
No, that was later.
I don't think it's DC, but then who was it? Was it? It couldn't be Kirk. It's a group, right? So it's not like Kirk Franklin or some weird thing like that.
Whatever. Go DC Talk. I mean, we're only guessing.
Sure. Yeah, we're only guessing. That's true too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like. Free at Last was what year?
Okay, come on.
was later.
You guys got to just give me something.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is creating that album was so big. Okay, we're just only guessing, but let's go DC Talk and Free at Last.
Elijah? DC Talk is correct,
Right.
but it's New Thing, and you guys had it.
Mm.
You guys had it. And that was only a one-time bonus question. It wasn't going to go back to everybody else. So, all right. So, all right. Let's see where we are at. Elijah, what is our point total right now?
Okay, Christian Boys have 8 points. I'm only guessing has 7, and Bearded Boys 7.
Okay.
Ooh,
It's close.
it's close.
All right.
Okay. Okay. All right. So when we get out of this medium thing, it's going to get back on track and be a little bit easier, because we're all kind of messed up here. So now we are going to Rock Question by the Bearded Boys, and that is going to us, Elijah.
Okay.
It's us reading it to you guys.
Yep.
Okay. What is the name of the late 90s, early 2000s band that was strictly mainstream that came out of the Vineyard Church? A, Days of the New, B, Lifehouse, C, Collective Soul, or D, King's X?
So Elijah, 2 stick out to me.
Yeah, I know this
I have
one.
the same 2 that stick out to me.
Yeah.
Lifehouse and King's X.
Yeah, I thought it was Lifehouse.
Okay, do you want to say it? Early 2000s band. Let's go with Lifehouse. Let's do it.
You are correct.
Right.
Nice.
Give us those 2 points. Give us that. All right. Okay, so now we are asking.
Bonus point. What was another big 90s band that came out of Vineyard Church? I could be
Christian or
wrong, but
mainstream?
I'll just throw it out there.
Christian or mainstream?
Alternative. Oh, yeah, Christian for sure. Alternative.
Oh, there was one that they were. I'm having a.
I'm just going to throw it out because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did come out of the Vineyard.
Well, if you guess what Robbie's thinking, that's what this.
I think
There's no
he's
bonus
right
points.
because
It's just a fun. It's a fun little thing. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. The Violet Burning. I'm sure that he
might have
came.
been out of the Vineyard, but they could have been Calvary Chapel.
Really, you think so? I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking Vineyard. The Violet Burning. Anyways, just I throw it out there. I like the Violet Burning. Huge fan of them, but I don't know.
So this next one's going to Doug.
All right, Doug.
Okay,
This artist.
hold on. We're on we're on. Do we? Okay, so we are on.
We're now into like hard. Now we're out of medium, and now we're
Okay.
into hard.
Okay, yep. So we're on track. Okay,
Here we go.
So now it's about to get crazy up in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This artist won Songwriter of the Year 8 out of 10 years between 1990 and 1999.
Who was that going to?
You guys.
Remember, you were at the award ceremony.
Bearded Dragons.
Yeah.
So it had to have been a songwriter.
Which
That's
is a
also an
phenomenal
artist.
accomplishment if you think about it.
But doesn't W. Smith write most of his stuff?
Him and Mark Harmon, yes. But
Songwriter of the Year.
Well, Michael W.
90.
Smith really didn't blow up until like
Right.
I mean he was already big, but his worship stuff didn't get huge until after 9.
yeah, but his Go West Young Man and all that stuff was big.
That was
yeah,
80s,
Friends
that was
and-
80s though. That was 80s.
That's true. Good
One
point.
was in the 80s.
Go yes, go.
Yeah,
might
it's
have
like
been
89. I think it's
89.
89.
So like that Worship Together record, and then when he just had that huge string of hits, like where he would have won Songwriter of the Year.
Stop trying to talk us down.
Yeah.
Just trying to help you. I mean, when are we going to use your lifeline?
Oh yeah, we got a lifeline. That's right.
The only, I don't know. Do you want to try to use a? We're in the hard stuff, right? This is 3 points, so.
Man, I don't know because so many people were different, right? These artists had a lot of writers for them, and
Can we ask a question? Is it a male or a female?
Yes.
Or them or they?
It is a male or it is a female. Yes, it was one of the two.
okay. Oh, which one would it be?
Whatever. It's a guy.
Who was
Guy?
90s popular 90 to 99? If it's not, Chapman was pretty popular then too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have
Elijah, you thinking?
I'm gonna say, I think Samson. Do you agree that it could? I'm thinking NWS, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, because
It
that's
still
what I think
spans
too.
everything.
Okay, we're gonna have to put a timer on this.
5
Final
seconds.
answer, Schmitty.
Lock it in.
You want let's do a chat thing.
Okay, let's we're gonna go to the chat.
Go on
So
the
they are
chat.
using their lifeline. Okay, go ahead.
It's 3
give
points,
us-
so we might as well.
All right, so here we are in the chat. We've got Sandy Patty, we've got Carmen, we've got Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Okay.
Here you go, Sandy Patty.
Amy Grant's ex-husband, Gary Chapman.
Gary Chapman.
Stephen
You got a
Curtis.
different Chapman and Stephen Curtis.
I mean, you have Gary Chapman who wrote.
Okay, 5 seconds. You
All
got
right.
this. Okay, here we go.
Samson, what are we doing?
I mean, you said
You
somebody
pick.
said Stephen Curtis Chapman.
Yeah.
I would probably go with that if it's not Michael W. Smith.
Okay, Stephen Curtis Chapman.
That's a
Final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
It was Mr. Stephen
Whoa,
Curtis.
whoa. Wait, oh,
That was their final answer. They got
That
it.
was her final answer.
all right, you guys got it. Nice.
Wow.
The other two winners that year in that decade, Michael W. Smith and Rich Mullins.
I was going to say both of those.
You would have been wrong.
So who
You would've been wrong.
was it in the chat? Who do we have
Okay.
to send thanks to in the
So
chat?
Elijah, this is for us. All right,
Okay.
here we go. The 7th title.
What is the 7th title released by Tooth and Nail Records? Wish for Eden, Pet the Fish, The Crucified, Chatterbox, Despite, Scattered Few, Sin Disease.
Okay, I don't know. We're still stuck on medium for him. Okay, so we did mess up there. So this is only a medium question. So we've got Elijah. I could rule out Scattered Few. He was never on Tooth and Nail.
Okay.
So Alan Aguirre, if you're one day watching, you know that. Wish for Eden was the very first release on Tooth and Nail. So it narrows it down, and somebody's going to get the correct answer. It's either The Crucified or Chatterbox. And so, Elijah, I think The Crucified didn't come on till a little bit later
Okay.
on the Tooth and Nail. So just as a random guess, I'm going to have to say Chatterbox because this was a really tough question.
Okay.
So are you cool with that?
That's good with me.
All right, let's go with Chatterbox.
The
I
Crucified.
just gave them points. What?
The Crucified.
Okay. All right, so you guys got it. Give the points.
Well, let's look at this for a second. Scattered Few, they weren't with Tooth and Nail. Wish for Eden was that was the first release. How about The Crucified?
Johnny, you got it.
All right. Yeah. And Doug, you got to let
Only
the
guess.
other
I
people
know.
All right,
steal.
here we go. We're on the hard
There's only
stuff.
one other. You nailed it, so they were going to get the point regardless.
I thought they came just a little bit later. I'm sorry about that, Elijah.
There
Okay.
we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
We're on some hard
Question
stuff.
now. Here we go for
For us,
the Canadian couple. Okay. Elijah?
Founded in 1993, what pioneers of CHH faced resistance from the church due to their aggressive style, as well as criticism from groups like Cross Movement for not placing emphasis on the gospel in their lyrics?
You got this one, Johnny.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, because I'm like, that
Well,
is like a tough question. I mean, but the key is the Cross Movement. They were really criticizing them because they weren't emphasizing the gospel. They were like watered down. I do remember that controversy, but I do not remember.
Well, good for you, because I definitely don't.
I do.
So I think moving forward as we try to get through this, because we got to start speeding it up a little. We're gonna start doing like a 30-second countdown at certain times.
I like that idea.
So yeah, exactly. And what pioneers? We definitely need to do a countdown. But what pioneers? So these pioneers, it was a group, correct? Like when you say pioneers, it's not just a
Sure.
solo artist.
What's the CHH?
group.
Is that
That's
Christian?
hip hop, Christian,
Okay.
yeah, Christian hip hop.
So 93.
Founded in 93.
I think I know.
Okay.
Well, if you want to be on our team, you can definitely guess.
No.
We're going to do a hard countdown from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Just throw out
Fritz.
an acronym, Robbie.
Fritz.
No, that's way too. That's way too.
I don't know. I'm throwing
early.
something out there that's
Okay,
going to be like
Grit.
tough.
That is Elijah.
Incorrect.
Okay. Beard Boys, go for it.
Gospel Gangsters.
Elijah?
Final answer?
That's my final answer.
Nope.
Oh,
Tunnel Rats.
Oh,
Tunnel Rats.
Yes,
I thought that
That's
seems early.
that's it. Tunnel
I
rats. Yeah.
never got that.
I criticized them too, though, back in the day. I'm like, what the heck is
Okay.
this?
Here we go. I'm gonna. I'll give you guys a second chance here. Ready? Here's your second chance. Of that founding group, name 4 members of the Tunnel Rats.
Oh,
That was a nice little sigh you did there.
well, there was the husband and wife.
Oh, that solidifies it.
That's incorrect.
Or they're brother and sister.
But that is again incorrect. They weren't a founding member, and that would be
Okay.
Elsie and Macho. They came much later.
Well, then all I'm thinking of is Tunnel Rats '99.
All right. Okay. Well, I can't answer that question, and so nobody had an answer to it. So we are going to move on.
Let's
So
do
here
it.
we are. We're going to go back to the CCM category, and we are going to stump some people right now. And this is going to me and Elijah.
This song was on the Billboard #1 song for a total of 38 weeks from February 23rd, 1993 to April 30th, 1994. 4 separate times.
93, #1 on the charts. 93. Wow. Jesus Freak didn't come out to 95. So it couldn't have been that. 93. What do you want to go with, Elijah? Elijah wasn't even born in 93, so
I'm thinking. I don't know.
#1 on the chart. These are tough questions. I mean, come on.
#1 song for 38 weeks. It's got to be a pretty extraordinary song.
Yeah.
On Billboard secular or Christian chart?
Billboard #1. It hit #1.
It hit the Billboard number. Okay. All right. If it was the Billboard in the Christian market or in
Yeah.
both markets?
Well, we're doing Christian trivia, are we not?
Yeah, true. But I mean, if I would have said Amy Grant, baby, I don't think that was 93 though.
Baby.
I think that was like 90 or 91, right? So I'm gonna have to tap out on that one. I have no guess. Elijah, you have a guess?
No guess. No idea.
Okay.
All right. Someone want to go for the steal? Doug's in there intently looking for the steal.
Man, it's so tough because there's so many different artists out there that had #1 singles, but I can't remember. I was going to say Awesome God by Rich Mullins.
That is not correct, but it is a good guess. It is actually DC Talk, Free at Last.
Wow.
I could tell you what the #1 Billboard was for the secular side.
What was
At
that?
that time. I was like, I will always love you, Whitney Houston. That thing was popular. That thing was popular for a long time on Billboard #1 around that time.
Okay, this one's going out to I'm just guessing.
What is Sonny Sandoval of POD's real name? Jason, Mike, Paul, or Jorge?
I got to be honest. I thought his real name was Sonny.
I didn't know that wasn't his real name. You're just guessing, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to throw us off with D, so I'm crossing out D.
He is Hispanic though, so that's a really tough.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking.
He's Italian, Mexican, and Hawaiian. So
on a 10, 9, 8, 7.
You want to do it there? Do it, Johnny. Say it. Name.
3, 2.
Let's go with Paul. He's in the Bible.
you're right.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. That was 100% a guess.
That was good though. Yeah. He's like the only biblical name there. That's good. I like that one.
I'm like,
that was good. Nice.
Okay, okay, Bearded guys, you guys are up.
I got to be honest. I still think his name's Sonny.
Okay, I'm asking another one. Here, I'll answer this one, Elijah. So, what Christian electronic pioneer founded Insole Records? This one's for 3 points.
Oh, and I know this one.
He founded Insole Records.
You know this one, Johnny?
Electronic pioneer.
I'm gonna listen to Doug and hear him break it down, and maybe he'll give us something.
All right, I know it.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's good because I don't.
We'll go for the steal if they don't get it.
Why can I not? I good friends with them. Now, Ensol was different from MYX, but why can't I can see Robbie like ready to jump out of the seat.
You can see Robbie break dancing to this music and jamming in his car to this music.
Jamming in my car. Yeah, I wasn't breaking to this music.
No, you weren't. You were.
He was
Christian
I was definitely
Raving.
jamming. I was
Christian
definitely jamming
Raving.
in my car.
Yeah.
He was Madonna's DJ. Why can I not remember his stinking name?
Okay, we're gonna have to go with a 10 count. Here we go. 10.
Oh my gosh.
9,
I got nothing for you. Sorry.
6,
Robbie, go ahead.
5.
Scott Blackwell.
That is correct. Scott Blackwell.
Good for you, buddy.
All right. Nice.
And on that note, Scott Blackwell, actually was one of the original investors to No Compromise Records, but I couldn't remember his freaking name.
Okay, the Bearded Boys, you guys are back up, and you are getting a question from
Canada.
You guys are getting a question from the CCM Boys.
Here we go.
You guys are getting a really tough one here. Here we go.
This album was 5 times platinum and the best-selling CCM album of all time. Which album was it?
I did have multiple choice on this one too. If we need it.
Give it to us.
Have you seen the questions? Have you actually seen the questions we're getting? They're tough, man.
Yeah, they are.
This is like
I feel bad though.
Oh, come on. This is like only between a few artists. How many people know founders of labels? Come on.
That's fair. We should ask founders of label questions.
We should. Those are for Chris.
Hey, those are very significant people.
Yeah, that's true.
Man,
5 times platinum, best-selling CCM. So we have to name the album or the artist.
The album and the artist. Right?
Oh God, I'm gonna say Amy Grant, but I don't know what album.
Heart in Motion.
What do you think, Doug?
Well, we're talking 90s.
Do you want can I give a hint?
Give a hint.
Okay. Is it Amy Grant, House of Love? Amy Grant, Home for Christmas? Amy Grant, Heart in Motion? Amy Grant, A Christmas to Remember?
It's not her Christmas stuff.
Sold 5 million.
I would. Yeah, it's not going to be either one of the Christmas ones. So I would say Heart in Motion, probably.
That's what I'm going to say, but it's probably the Christmas. One of the Christmas.
I can't see it being the Christmas. Not being 5 times platinum. I don't know. We'll see.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Amy Grant, Heart in Motion.
Heart in Motion, yeah.
It's the only one it could be. Only one it could be.
Her Christmas album was 3 times platinum.
Yeah.
I was going to say that thing sold.
Being the best-selling CCM album of all time, I couldn't see that. Though,
and thus, here we are here at Take on the World TV to let everybody know that Christmas is pagan. Let's move on.
The disclaimer at the bottom is like, warning.
Christmas
This trivia question is pagan.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is the Beard guys asking.
It's crazy though. It still is to this day.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is still.
That's
And there's no 4 times platinum. It goes from 5 to 3.
All right, Elijah, we are up. Go ahead, Beard guys.
How many albums has the band Striper sold since 1983? 5 to 8 million, 8 to 10 million, 10 to 15 million, over 15 million.
How is this a 90s question?
Because they span all the decades.
They do, but I have to then incorporate up to today. I mean, like
you can go ahead.
All right, Elijah. What I mean, come on. What are we thinking? So they were absolutely huge in the 80s, right?
Right.
They were pretty big in the 90s.
If I remember correctly, the song honestly just lasted number 1 on MTV's Request Live show.
Was that 89 or 90?
That was actually 86.
86, yeah. So if we're talking about 90s, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Striper obviously wasn't huge in the 90s because they had their hiatus. And then they resurged in the 2000s again and been strong ever since. Oh, gosh.
8 to 10.
No, they've done more than that, I would think. I mean, they're huge in Japan. They're huge pretty much in every country.
10, 9, 8.
7, 5, 4, 3.
You guys.
2.
Over 15 million.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
You are wrong.
Then I'm going to guess one less than that. I'll go 10 to 15.
10 to 15. You are wrong.
They're not that popular, guys.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
A million's a lot.
8 to
Well,
10.
A million units is how you go platinum, if I remember right. So
8 to 10.
Yep.
All right.
Wow.
Well, there we go.
We're still pretty
You got
big.
it. No one
Okay,
got it.
here we go. This
Well,
one
they're
is going
a
out-
terrible band. They haven't sold that. They haven't sold enough.
Okay, this one is going out to I'm just guessing. You are going to have to really guess. Elijah, you got this one.
What Christian music pioneer released an electronic remix CD in 1996?
I can give you hints if you need them.
Of course, if you're going to offer. And Robbie's listening.
I've got it. I know this one too.
You don't. You know this. You know this.
I know this one. Yeah.
Oh, then
I think
don't.
I do.
Then don't. I mean,
No, I'm going to steal it if you can't get it, but I'm just saying. I think I know
it's
it.
for you. It's for you.
For
guys.
us.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that part. I'm going to go with 96. I'm going to say Larry Norman.
Wow. Wow. Good job, Robbie. That is very impressive. Now, here is okay. So you guys are going to get a bonus opportunity, which will be for everybody. What is the name of that record?
What is remix?
It's got remix in the title.
Dang
Remixing the Planet.
Wow. Robbie gets a 4-pointer on that
Dang.
one. The name
Hey,
is-
there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Hey, Robbie, is
The
your
club
back
scene really
sore?
helped me out here. What?
Is your back sore?
For
My
carrying
back
it
sore?
Yeah, because carrying this team.
Oh.
from the Christian radio DJ.
Well, again, these are, to be fair, these are like EDM, dance, 90s stuff. I was really into that stuff. There we go. Skillet had 2 Christian CCM singles in the 90s before releasing a worship album in 2000. Name one of the 2 singles.
who's that going to?
That's going to us. That's going to us. I'll say
Chris should be able to get this one.
Alien Youth.
Is that your final answer? Wait. It says name.
Elijah, you got anything?
You can name one of the 2, right? You only
Yeah,
need
it says that one of the 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Alien Youth.
You like that? Okay.
The answer is wrong. Do you want to steal it, Doug?
I'm gonna have to fact check you on that one, man.
I just remember their album cover, and it was horrible.
It was a look of a skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
White
was their
background.
first album. So it was both of their CCM singles. One was off their first album. One was off their second album.
Oh, CCM singles. Oh, I thought you asked for just singles. I'm sorry.
No.
So
What
stuff that would
category
go
are we in?
CCM
We're doing
radio.
CCM.
Okay.
It says right there, CCM.
Alien
Christian.
Youth wouldn't have been played on CCM. It would have been played on the rock radio.
We put Christian in there twice just for you, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Christian
All right, all right.
CCM. Christian, or sorry, contemporary.
The
Christian.
acoustic version of Alien Youth.
They did
I have
release
no
a
idea.
music video to one of these songs.
I
I
am
believe
John
it did
Cooper.
play on like an MTV
I know what it is now.
or the equivalent to the Christian MTV.
Okay, it's you guys. I lost, so go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, take it. No one got it.
I
All
was
right.
never a fan, so I didn't pay attention.
Brenda got it in the chat. I just looked at it. So Saturn and More Faithful.
Yeah.
You are
I'll go
correct.
back to private here.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. I knew that after I said that. Oh, that was you guys. You guys, like I said, everything you guys write is like a trick question.
Right?
How was that tricky?
Okay. Okay. So this one, we are headed back to the rock category, going to I'm
Only guessing. Here we go, Johnny. What the heck?
I got it. I got it. So if you guys don't have it,
Come on, Johnny. Honestly, I'm lost here.
And Samson, you can't guess.
It's us. We're up. Come on, Johnny. You
What
can do
the
it.
heck is that?
You got 3 points. I got 3 points right here. Right here. If
He's chomping at the bit, and we're like stumped. Some alternative. Oh. Think of a really hard rock band. Come on, Johnny, you're into the hard rock.
Yeah, I got no clue.
Man,
Was this in one of their albums?
Should I answer this, Doug? I mean, or
Heck yeah.
I think the chat room actually answered it for us.
I'm sure the chat room absolutely already knew. So, okay, you guys have no question?
No idea on my end.
Okay, all right. How long should we draw it out for?
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay.
let's do it. We're probably not
So,
gonna.
if you guys notice the man,
Should we do 1, 2, 3, and everybody?
So, if you guys notice the man right here in the center, do you see guys?
I don't know the band, but I know it's Alan in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
scattered.
just forgot the name of the band.
It's scattered few with Alan Aguirre.
Aguirre.
We should do a bonus question. What reality pop or reality show was Alan Aguirre on?
Do you want me to answer that too?
I know you probably know.
But this is like so not fair because these are like all connections, like really
Yeah,
close
it's
connections.
wild.
Yeah,
you
they're your
have. That's
best
like-
friends. Why don't I bring out my
Yeah.
family
Okay, wife
photos?
swap.
Yeah.
Swap. Well, okay, we get 4 points. Drop. Write that down.
Yeah,
That's
but
like,
his
that's like
band
so
was
like
big
that's
back
so
then.
biased though because it's like so well, so it's like
Yeah, but-
it doesn't make any sense.
But his band was big back then.
It
So
was.
I know. Fair enough. It's hilarious. You just put a picture and we're just like stopped. We're like,
Well, you've
huh?
had him on your show how many times? You've met him in person at Two Take on the World.
Oh no! I recognize who it was. I didn't know the name of the band though. I forgot the name of the band that he was in.
Well, to be honest, he has had a couple because then he had Spyglass Blue, and he's been solo artist and all kinds
True,
of
yeah,
stuff.
the Spyglass Blue, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We are heading to. That was a great one, Doug.
Not a great one.
I do want to rebuttal. Toby Mac wasn't the only person that wrote Jesus Freak.
Oh,
Ooh.
What?
It's
Out of those three members,
You
though,
already gave us the points, so
out of the three members.
out of those three members,
Yeah, well, out of those three members, okay, if we're going to be technical about it.
well, what did the question say?
Okay, Johnny.
yeah. All right, let's not. Hey, thanks for fighting.
Who is it though? I'm just curious. Who else was it?
Okay.
Mark Har- I don't remember.
Harmon.
Oh,
Herman?
interesting. Okay.
Herman and the Men. Yeah.
You wrote 2 songs on that album.
Okay, here we go. Elijah, you want to take it?
What hip hop group consisted of
An insole.
an in-soul beatbox champion and a redeemed hoodlum?
This goes to the beard. This goes to the bearded boys first.
Wait a minute. What?
So this hip hop group consisted of a insole beatbox champion and a redeemed hoodlum.
They actually had an album come out? Or were they just on the compilation?
Oh,
It was a full
This is
album.
a hip hop group.
This was a hip hop group.
I like okay.
Oh my gosh. I have so many brain farts right now.
Side question,
Okay.
is the redeemed hoodlum a part of like the trickiness to this question?
Well, it kind of gives you who one of
It gives you who one of the members is.
you
that's
know
for
who
sure.
You know who the member is, right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay,
based
now you
on
just
that.
got to come up with
I
the
think
band.
Johnny knows that too, but he's trying to probably figure out the end soul one, which
Yeah.
I am too.
Oh my
I was a
gosh.
huge fan too.
Here's a hint. This group only put out one record. It consisted of I believe 4 members, but these are the 2 most notoriety of the members.
I'm trying to
That's tough.
Can you give me what label they were on? Was it End Soul?
No, it was not Insult. Actually, I don't even remember what record label it would have been under. It was early 90s.
A redeemed hoodlum.
Well, I think we can easily help them out a little bit with Redeem Hoodlum because you're asking for the hip hop group. So it consists of Who and T-Bone, right? Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Bone is all I got.
Same here. And I don't know who this beatboxer is.
Tony
So-
Soprano.
I'm gonna have to go with a
I
hard
don't-
10 on 10.
I don't remember T-Bone never joining up with anybody. So
Yeah, like I
no.
vaguely do, but
9, 8,
Go ahead.
7. Nothing passing.
Not nothing.
Okay, Robbie, you guys got it. Put 20 seconds on.
no,
No.
don't. T-Bone, and I vaguely remember him teaming up
Well,
and doing some sort of thing. It was one
okay.
album.
Was
One
he
album?
with KRS-One at all?
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, that's. I got nothing, man. I'm throwing
I'm
out.
trying to think of who in the heck was that
Throwing
Enso
darts
beatbox
here.
champion.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that too.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No,
Anybody?
The only Christian hip hop artist that I know that could even beatbox was John Rubin.
just think of T-Bone though. T-Bone grouped up with a bunch of guys, like a 4-man group. Like I vaguely remember that. Like it's pretty obscure though. Like it wasn't a huge album.
No, it wasn't.
No, but it was like, yeah, he was doing some side project with some guys.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either. Were
Go
they doing
ahead.
like stuff? Oh my goodness, JC Crew. That is
JC
brutal,
Crew.
dude. That is so bad.
It was T-Bone.
T-Bone was not actually pictured on the album. So Maximilian was
Yes.
actually pictured on the album, and the other two guys, T-Bone,
Maximilian.
T-Bone was actually never pictured.
But he
on
raps
raps.
in it.
Yes, he raps in it, and he was.
JC Crew. I would have never got that in a movie.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
super
Let's.
obscure for me.
That's insane.
No.
Here we go.
That's insane.
I got
we
the
got one
Redeemed
here for you.
Hoodlum
That's way obscure.
Yeah, Redeem Hoodlum. So I think we all got that. Yeah,
because that album came out in the early '90s.
it
Wasn't
did. Yeah,
Okay,
I wore
so
that CD out.
now, who got this one? That was us. This one is heading over to the Bearded Boys.
Bearded Boys. Where was Jesus Freak first heard live?
Although he just did you go and look up Jesus Freak stuff, Doug?
No, I just looked up who wrote the
Should
song.
have just studied Jesus Freak. This show is
And
going to be
here's what's
title.
funny. When I Googled it,
Yeah.
it came up the Newsboys, their version. Um, I'm gonna have to say GMA, Gospel Music Awards.
When they hear that I'm a Jesus Freak.
Samson?
You said the music awards.
Yeah.
Where in the world was Jesus Freak first heard live?
I tell you what, you don't even have to give us the like GMAs. Give us a country that it was first heard live.
Yeah, just the country.
First heard live,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the country. Yeah.
the US. But it's probably Canada.
Us Canadians, we're sneaky. We can be sneaky that way.
Okay, Doug, you got to answer. We got 10 seconds.
Canada.
Not Canada.
Not Canada. You want to steal?
Yeah, we
Christopher
got to see
Williams.
Elijah. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
I have no clue, so I'm thinking. I was actually peeling this sticker off.
Australia.
Australia.
That's funny because that was also in my my random locations that I wrote down.
I'm gonna say United Kingdom. What do you want to go with, Australia or United Kingdom?
Go with the United Kingdom.
All right, he's going with United Kingdom.
The
Not correct as
answer.
well. Oh, wait, are you giving away the answer? Or we
Yeah.
just
Or do you want
multiple
nobody's getting
guess?
it. No one's
we're
getting
done.
it.
We're done.
okay. Go ahead, Robbie.
The answer is South Africa.
South Africa. Good question, guys.
Yeah, and only one verse was written when they played it live, and the reaction from it was huge. That they then continued to do the rest of the song when they got back to the U.S.
That's cool.
Okay, so this one is going. Oh, jeez. Well, this one is going to us again, Elijah.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Name the
Members
members who played on Hell is for Wimps. How many of them? We have to name all of them.
That's funny,
Yep.
Robbie. We talked about.
I know.
This the
Wait
other
till you
day.
see the next questions coming up.
Okay, so Peter,
Yep.
Phil Joel wasn't in the band yet.
Nope.
John,
Yep.
Duncan,
Nope.
Phil and John.
What'd you say?
Phil and John.
You said Phil and John.
No.
Oh, might be going for the steal here.
How many? How many more members? I've got 2, right?
You've got 2 out of the 4.
Elijah, you got any
I
guesses?
tried to get Tom done on the. I wanted Tom on my team. He didn't answer.
So, that makes Samson feel really good.
Samson left. Look, he's gone.
He's researching real quick.
Is he?
Yeah.
I only know one of the two, so I'd be no help.
Okay. I think our time is up there.
Yeah.
Do we get a point and a half for answering 2 of the question? 2 of them?
Yes.
Or they can steal for a
Doug
point?
knows like
They
he
can
has.
feel for the other half.
Okay, give us a point and a half, Elijah. We got a point and a half. All right, guys, you can steal.
There was
So who
two
were the 2
Johns.
you said? Who were the 2 you said?
Phil, or Peter Fuller, and John
James,
James.
and then there was another John. There was 2 Johns,
Yep.
and then I'm done. I got nothing else.
So that's our 0.75.
Yeah. We got the other John. Yeah.
They could actually come in huge if it comes to like.
Yeah. We got the other John.
Wow. Okay. So now we're moving on. All right.
All right.
Elijah, you want to take this one?
Sure.
Here we go.
What 90s Christian rapper got his start at the world famous Good Life Cafe?
And I can give hints if we need hints.
Whose team has this?
That is for the who answered the question before we did on the last one?
You did.
You did? No, before me. The last one was for us. Who was the first one?
Oh, that was us.
I thought it was the Bearded Boys.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So this goes to I'm just guessing.
All right.
First question: where's Good Life Cafe?
The Good Life Cafe, I will give you a state. It's in the state of California. And I will give you a second hint. The Good Life Cafe is not a Christian venue.
Is the person from California?
Okay, I gave you my hint.
You said you would take him.
This isn't 20 questions here.
Does he like tacos?
This is not an old school, trivia game show where you get to ask questions till you figure out who the person is.
Solo artist, or did he later join a group?
What does his name rhyme with?
I can't tell you that.
Oh man.
Is he still current?
Does he still love Jesus?
I can't ask.
That would be none of the Christian hip hop.
What-
I think Johnny.
What?
I think here. I will tell you this. I think Johnny knows, and he's just playing along.
No,
I will give
mean,
you a hard count of 3 seconds.
Okay,
Johnny,
do it, Johnny.
And
Just
you
call
better
it
do
out.
it with your gut. You just.
I
better
was
go
just
with
saying. No,
Go with your gut.
Go with your gut. Just go with your gut.
pigeon.
He just said it already. Yeah,
Get you look on the screen.
it's pigeon.
It's Pigeon John. It's Pigeon.
Nice, Johnny.
Good job, Johnny.
Sweet.
Doug, would you have guessed that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're going back to
We're coming to the end here, boys. We're coming to the end.
We're getting closer. I think we're like a question or 2 behind on our
I'm just
side.
saying we're coming close to the end, is what I said.
Yes. Okay. So we go from one DC topic.
What year did lead singer John James leave the Newsboys and Peter Fuller took over?
This is to the Bearded Boys.
Yes.
John James.
Trying to remember. Trying to remember the first album that Peter Fuller did as the lead vocalist. Oh my gosh. What year? Jesus Freak was in Chris, Jesus Freak is what year?
95.
95. John James had to have left probably in 92.
Final answer.
Samson?
What's that?
No, don't. Just say if it's right or wrong. Remember, I could steal.
Wrong.
You said 90. You said 92.
92.
Okay, Elijah. All right, bring back some of those old Newsboys thoughts in your head. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's discuss this real quick because we only got a few seconds here.
Yep. Countdown.
So,
10 seconds.
So it would have been he was on the Red and the White album, but he was not on the next album, which would have been 91.
0. 91. Wrong.
94.
1997.
97. Wow, we
Yeah.
were way off.
No way.
John's last album was Take Me to Your Leader in 96, and Peter did Step On Up to Your Microphone in 98.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, trivia question time. Here's a bonus point
Bonus.
for only. I'm picking a random person. Elijah. All right, I'm going to give us some points. Why did John James leave the Newsboys?
I do not know.
Take a guess. Just give us a guess. Come on. This is for our team, man.
Had a kid.
Had a kid. I can, you know what? I'm going to take that as a yes. It was addiction, which was his child. You nailed it. We got the point. Just mark that down. That is absolutely correct.
I call foul.
I guess we can't take that.
Yeah, it's not calling major foul.
Yeah.
Major foul.
Okay, so now here we are. We're heading back. That was a.
Hey, we're at the final. We're at the final one. So if you need to do a few others before we all do the final one all together, Chris, just skip ours. You know what I mean?
Because you're at the final.
We're at the final slide. Yeah.
Okay, so we're on to rock, and that rock is going to I'm just guessing.
What 3 bands formed out of Mortal Wish?
Good luck, guys.
No doubt.
And Robbie, I was expecting you to
That's
get
5 points.
Man, we gave you guys layups. We're shooting
You have
from
to
the
get some
parking
hints or
lot
something.
here.
Some genre. I have no clue. Not a Mortal Wish. 3 bands. Honestly, I don't even know who Mortal Wish is.
Hey, Elijah, while they're discussing this, because we're not going to get this either. Where are we at with the total?
I
It's a great time for a break with the total while nobody will answer this question.
No one's gonna get this.
Christian Boys has 14 and a half. I'm only guessing has 22.
Oh my goodness!
And the Bearded Boys has 13.
Wow.
I guess it's a fight for second place at this point.
Thanks to Robbie for stepping up today.
Surprisingly, I don't know if I could do this at take 2. I'll tell you.
Okay, well, one band was called Mortal, the other one was called Wish, and the third one was called Swish.
Wish more.
Chris, go ahead. We're not gonna get it.
That was
Mortal. Incorrect.
I'm not gonna tell you until you get all 3.
we already mentioned Mortal, so if he gets it right, then we get that too.
Elijah. Do you want to give us a hint?
We didn't even get a hint. How do you guys get a hint? No, you don't get a hint.
All right. Okay. We're gonna pass. I think we're gonna just have to pass and say mortal.
Well, somebody in the chat room got 2 out of the 3.
Okay. What'd they get?
Mortal, Fold Zandura, and Gyrodelics.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Right.
See, I knew mortal.
Full
I
Zandura.
just couldn't think of the other two. I'm sorry.
I also
We
knew
got mortal, so we should get like at least at 1.2.
No, nobody gets points.
We got 1 out of 3.
Nobody gets points. No,
Somebody else got a point.
no.
Somebody else got 2 out of the 4, and they got like they
How
got
do we
half
know
a
that
point.
they weren't a part of DC Talk?
They're the backup dancers.
Okay.
Right?
It's hilarious.
Toby Mac wrote all the music and lyrics.
Okay, you guys are good. Okay, so this next one is going to
Yeah, we gotta get Brenda
I'm
in here
just
on one of these
guessing.
games sometime. She'll like dominate all of us, make us all.
okay,
like
this is
that.
going to go to I'm just guessing, and then it's going to be turned over to the Beard Guys.
All right.
What melodic hip hop group got its start after winning MTV's The Cut in 1998?
Do you think a hip hop group says, guys, we're going to be melodic?
I mean, Bone Thugs and Harmony probably did.
But did they say,
were-
guys, I'm thinking when we do when see you at the crossroads, I want it to be melodic.
Yeah.
Melodic hip hop group got its start. 1998.
And I'm not giving any hints.
Oh. 98.
Oh man.
Doug, do you know?
I'll throw a guess if they don't get it.
What is the cut?
The Cut was a show like The Voice or American Idol that was on MTV in the 90s.
This is to us right now, right?
It was like Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, it's you guys.
They had one of the guest judges during this time was Lisa Left Eye Lopez
Oh, yeah.
of the band TLC.
Give a little TLC.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Didn't she
BID.
die?
Melodic.
Man.
Didn't she pass away?
She
Yes.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many,
Plane crash.
people, how many people in the group?
Two.
2.
Let's go with
Yeah, it's got to be.
who?
Oh, I'm going to say Grits, but who are you going to say?
Oh, I definitely wasn't going to say them.
Who are you going to
That
say?
got
Just say it.
awkward.
Just say it anyways. Just say it. Who are you going to say? And then we have to guess real quick here.
Yeah, 5.
Oh, do Grits then. Go Grits.
Grits is incorrect. Okay, Beard Boys.
Why'd you go Grits, Robbie?
Okay.
What were you going to say?
Grits came out in 1995 on Goatee Records, and here would have been my question for Grits, which was, which band, hip hop duo, got their start as background dancers for DC Talk?
That's easy.
And the answer would have been DC Talk, and Doug would have answered that correctly.
Who is Ill Harmonics?
Who? Wait a minute, that is not the okay. Go ahead, Doug and Samson.
I think I know. It's okay, what was that? I'm gonna say Silky.
Silky, okay. Are you going with that, Doug? Is that your final answer?
I have no idea.
Okay. Wow. You know what? Johnny should have just trusted his gut and went with it because
Dang
he
it.
somehow said it and he didn't go with it. Ilharmonics.
Dang it.
They are melodic. They sing and they rap. What melodic hip hop?
Oh,
Okay, there we have
And there's 2 there as well, right?
I know.
Yeah,
You should
I
have
gave you
blurted it
guys-
out.
I gave you guys the answer within there. Okay, so we are heading back to the rock category.
Well, you shouldn't have said melodic. You should have said harmonic.
And then it wouldn't have been a difficult question.
Wow.
Okay, so this is for us. Okay.
Hey, Elijah, 5 points for me, please. Thank you.
Okay. Can we get double the points for this, Doug?
No.
Okay, so how long should I milk this out? Because this is for me. Because Elijah, do you know this?
No.
Okay,
Chris, you're going to get this in 3
Chris,
seconds. Just
go
say
ahead.
it, Chris. Just say it.
Okay, so this is a great time to talk about the times that when Elijah was younger,
We're coming up on 2 hours.
The Christian music concerts we would go to, and we go to a live music festival, and we see Toby Mac perform. We saw him in this first year when he created, the Momentum album. But this, Extreme Days soundtrack is where the first time that the song Extreme Days was on before it launched onto his Momentum record. So I was giving you a little history and
okay, Mr. Historian.
But the guy,
Toby Mac.
But the guy who co-wrote it was Jamie Rowe.
You are correct.
And the best part about that is that Toby was never going to be a solo artist. And they came to him and said, we want you to do a song for Extreme Days. And so they co-wrote together. It blew up. And then now Toby has this amazing career. And it wasn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Slayer.
Yes, there it is. Okay.
He's probably always destined for stardom because he was always pretty much the genius behind the whole thing.
And if you guys know today, here we're on Take on the World TV, so we're going to talk a little bit about Extreme Days, right? So we got China's going extremely crazy right now with COVID. They're suffocating animals in bags.
We are doing music trivia. It's lighthearted. Would you stop with the China?
Okay. So we just picked up some big points there. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to.
He's still angry about that question.
Okay, this one goes to Johnny and.
No, we got the.
No, we just got the last one. We just did the last one.
Okay, this one goes to Doug. Okay, so what West Coast MC was featured on albums by Nailed Promise, Urban Disciple, and Sackcloth Fashion? Trick question here, guys. Trick question.
I'm gonna say Jeremiah Dirt. It's the only one I can remember that was on Nailed Promise. Urban Disciple sucked, and so did Sackcloth Fashion. So I didn't.
Okay. Take away 3 points for him saying that those other artists. Okay, that got dug right into the game, and that is absolutely correct. So here we go. Okay, so that was question number 14 on there. We are on.
What'd you answer, Doug?
Jeremiah Dirt.
Okay,
guys. So here we are. We are at the final question. So Elijah, tally us up. Tell us where we're at. Who has a chance of winning? Who has a chance of losing? Let's get this going.
All right, Christian Boys, we've got 19. I'm only guessing has 22.
Well, theoretically, we got ill harmonics, but whatever.
Almost you did.
And Bearded Boys has 18.
All right, we're still in the lead, though, we're still in.
Here's the deal. Everybody's in this game. So everybody has a chance to win.
Point.
So here we go. This is actually going to be the very difficult. So whoever's in last place is going to get to go first. And the person in last place, here's the deal. On the last points, a steal is worth 5 points. The main question is worth 10 points. So on this final question, there's only one chance to answer. We'll give a little bit longer of a time if you need to, because this is the game right here. And then we are done. And then we can go back to our lives where we focus on really serious stuff for the rest of our lives. And we had one night where we just sat around and talked about absolutely nothing. So everybody who is out there laughing at us, we just did this for fun. And hopefully you guys can see a bunch of guys getting together and having fun. So here we go. The Bearded Boys, you guys are in last place. You guys get to choose your category as being last place, so you get your first chance to pick. You could either choose the hip hop or the CCM category. What are you going with?
I would go with hip hop.
Okay,
Samson,
is that cool? Okay,
sure. Let's do it.
All right. So, Elijah,
we're either going all in or not.
And remember, on this next question, a steal is only worth 5 points. Okay, Elijah, you go ahead and read this. I'll explain it if we need to.
Okay.
But here we go. This is not going to be easy. partially, and there is no partial points. There's no nothing on any question from this point forward. It's either worth 10 points or 5 points. You answer the question correctly or not at all. Here we go.
Tell us the meanings of each of the following hip hop electronic. DPID, DOC, DC Talk, Grits, WWMT.
I gotta write this down.
You got, yeah.
SFC, Soldiers for Christ. PID, Preachers in Disguise. I'm going to hold on ETW. DOC, Disciples of Christ. DC Talk, Decent Christian Talk. Grits, Grammatical Revolution in the Spirit. Worldwide Message Tribe. Oh my gosh, ETW.
Oh, you're
East to
so
West.
close, Doug.
East to West.
East to west. Is that what you said?
East to west.
Yeah, East to West.
Okay, that is incorrect.
Incorrect. You're so close, Doug.
Hey, we
Oh,
got,
you're
we
so
got
close.
that was great, Doug. That was unbelievable. That was great. Now we're gonna take it over to the other guys.
I'm going for the steal on this one.
And then again, we don't know which ones were correct, which ones were incorrect. Go ahead, start from the top, guys.
Okay, go, Johnny.
I'm writing them down. Hold on.
Yeah, in Google, I got you.
No, he's not piece of paper. Soldiers for Christ, Preachers in Disguise, End Time Warriors,
End Time Warriors.
Disciples of Christ. Okay, but like,
Decent
yeah, they're all there.
Christian
Worldwide
Talk.
Message Tribe.
Say that again. What'd you say before that?
Well, I'm going down to. Do you remember the Grits one, Johnny?
No.
Ooh.
It's yeah. every
Oh,
one of
don't
them,
say
but I don't remember.
nothing. Say nothing.
Grammatical. Come on,
Chris,
Chris, we
you
can
gotta
take this.
Chris, just split the points.
We can't.
I think we should split it, honestly, because like I knew that one, got that. Let's split it 5 and 5. I like that. Good.
Look,
That's fair.
we didn't get Grits.
That's fair.
And we didn't get ETW.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay.
5 and 5 for both of it. team.
No,
That's fair.
no. We can get. Okay. Here's what we can do. What's the point total right now, Elijah?
18 for Bearded Boys, 22 for I'm Only Guessing, and then 19 for Citizen Boys or Christian Boys.
Okay, so everything would work in halves. So if I gave Doug 5 points, I would only have to. So you guys have to finish. Did
It's
you
just
guys?
5 and 5. It's easy. Yeah.
No, you can't. No, the steal is not worth 5 when you
All
did
right,
not
Johnny.
answer
You
one
can say it. You
correctly.
wrote them down. Say it.
So it'd be.
I got
okay,
the End Time Warriors, Disciples of Christ.
Okay. Go ahead. You got to get Grits. You
I know
gotta
we
get-
got to get Grits.
You got to get Grits. If you don't, if you
Time
get Grits, I'll give you
Warrior.
5. But if you don't, I can give you 2.5.
That's fair. But I'm saying if we get Grits, we have them all.
Did you get the final one?
Yeah.
Worldwide Message.
Worldwide Message
Tribe.
Tribe.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just down to the Grits.
It's grammatical
Come on.
something.
Oh man, he had just said it
Sure.
too,
That sounds good.
and it was right. It was right what you said too.
Okay, so we're gonna give 2.5. Let's do a quick
But it's
update on
spirit.
what is it?
Spirit something.
That isn't that's a little all over the place.
The spirit.
that's not their
Wait a
full
second. What's
name.
that? With the spirit.
Grammatical
Something.
Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah.
Grammatical
spirit?
revolution in the spirit.
Revolution.
in the
In the
spirit.
Okay, yeah,
Revolution.
so give them
Oh,
2.5. We'll let them have
All right, fair
2.5.
enough.
dang
Okay,
it.
because they still have their question too. So
That's
they
true.
Okay,
I'll answer
so
that one.
we were in last place, we were in next to
Wait,
last.
who's getting? Are we giving some to both teams? Or?
2.5 to us, and yeah, because he got like
Yeah,
everything
give him,
except one.
yeah, give Doug 5
That's fair
and then 2.5. Does that push Doug ahead of them?
I love how he's like wanting to find out exactly where everyone's at. He's not wanting to lose on this one.
We should have the leaderboard up there.
Bearded Boys at 23, and then
Okay.
I'm only guessing 2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no chance the Bearded Boys can win at this point, but they can't come in second place.
All right, here we go. Next one. Let's do
Okay,
it.
so
Last-
Elijah, what do we want to do? Do we want to? Because now we can
you want
choose.
CCM or you want what would it be or rock? Right?
Yeah, CCM or rock.
CCM or rock?
What do you feel better about?
Oh gosh, I mean, they both been insane.
I'd probably lean towards CCM, but
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. I mean, we're gonna get some like some charts like in Malaysia.
They're going to be Jars of Clay, DC Talk.
Yeah,
Boys.
Well, it's going to be hard. Don't worry
Malaysian
about that.
charts?
It's going to be hard.
Ours is definitely difficult.
Yeah,
well,
very difficult.
I guess I only have one. Here's the thing: when we only have three, we have to
The
take.
rock will be insanely tough too.
We have to take. We have to take CCM. No.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
because then we
wait a
get
minute.
rock.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
have to take
You have to
CCM.
take CCM. You
Yeah,
can't take.
because then we get rock.
Yeah, because yeah.
All right, put her up, Chris. Put her up for CCM. Final challenge, 10 points.
Okay, we have just come in last place, Elijah. Okay, here we go.
Canadian band Down Here met at what Bible college in Saskatchewan, Canada?
This is not a fair question.
Oh, that's not.
Well, hold on.
It's
Everybody
very
knew
fair.
about where DC Talk met. Well,
Yeah.
this is like the Canadian version of DC Talk.
No, come on. Easy. You guys know where DC Talk met, right?
Liberty University.
All right,
Yeah.
so come on. This is Down Here. How many Canadian big bands were there? What Bible college? And we even said it's Saskatchewan, Canada. What was the name of the Bible college?
Okay, so so I'm ready to do this. So now, Elijah, what we're going to do is we saved this for very last. So we are going to use our lifeline and we're going to check the chat.
Yeah, and if somebody gets this, they've Googled it.
Okay. So anybody
or they live
No
in
Googling.
Saskatchewan.
I need some Canadians out there, like Audrey RV, which they're not watching. We only have a very small group, so we need some help out here. You guys are our help. Don't Google it, but give us some colleges, because I don't even know one college in Canada. Elijah, do you even know a college like maybe Toronto, Saskatchewan University? Is that?
That's a call. That is a place.
That is the university. Yes.
That is a college. But it was a Bible college.
Seriously?
Saskatchewan Bible College.
I told Robbie we should also make you guys have spelt Saskatchewan.
Final question, spell Saskatchewan.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, can we switch questions
That's fair. That's fair. If you want to take, okay, can you take the other one?
No, you can't.
No, we can't take
Oh,
the
you
other
can't.
one.
You
No,
can't.
no,
Yeah.
no. Okay. So if we don't get this right, that makes Doug a loser. That makes us a loser, and you guys automatically win. Unless
don't I get the steal?
You can get the steal. Yeah. You do get the steal.
For 5 points. Yep.
Okay, I have no clue, Elijah. Anything?
No idea.
Nobody in the chat room is even helping us out. I mean, here we are in the chat room using our lifeline.
This is huge. This is like, I mean, you're gonna be
Ride
like,
like the wind.
you're gonna know it. Yeah.
Ride like the wind is the
You're gonna be like,
best.
oh, like Liberty. Oh, of course. I mean, when you hear that, you'll be like, yeah. Of course.
There are Bible colleges in Canada. That was the best thing that I've gotten. I have a cast iron waffle maker. These are the things that are coming through for us as a lifeline. I use these lifelines at the end to try to steal.
I'm gonna steal.
What a hoot. Enjoy a meal together. Liberty. Okay, here we go. Liberty. Thank you, Karen. We have, we aren't from Canada. Nobody here is from Canada.
We are from Canada.
I know. You guessed.
And Down Here, come on, they're from Canada. Big band.
Okay. Is this common amongst Canadian Christians? You guys know this stuff? This is like what you talk around like when you're like, yeah, man.
Yeah, you guys know Liberty like the back. It's easy. I mean, it's a big
When we're in our igloos, we're like, oh, remember when Down Here met in Saskatchewan?
I know what it is.
Okay. All right. Well then.
There.
Okay. So then, Brie Crest is a thing that we're getting from the chat room. So Brie Crest. We're gonna go with Brie Crest.
The answer is incorrect. It's not Brie Crest.
It's Bear Crest.
No, also not right.
It's not right.
No.
I was there with Guardian.
There's actually a curling thing also named after this too.
Well, come on, I was close. Got to give me some points for that.
Give me some. I was closer.
Yeah, but you grabbed it from the group. I knew what it was before.
We
you
had
started.
grammatical, and you still didn't give us anything.
You said grammatical
You got
because Doug said.
2.5.
Yeah, you got 2.5. All right. Okay. All right. What was the answer?
Briarcrest.
Oh my gosh! I said Briarcrest.
You said Briarcrest. It's not Briarcrest.
I was going off of the chat because I was.
I know you were.
My lifeline.
DC Talk
How am
when
I
they met
supposed
at
to know what that
Liberty.
sounds like? How am I supposed to know what that sounds like?
Wait a minute. I graduated from Liberty, so please don't screw that one up.
Briarcrest. Oh my gosh, that is the point of using this lifeline to propel us into victory, and you didn't even allow us to do that. I'm calling.
Don't worry, Chris. They're not going to get mine.
Okay. Here we
Nope.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. No, we won't.
But they still won. Either way, they still
It
won.
doesn't matter. It's still like tough. Like throw her up. Here we go, Johnny. Come on. Watch. Let's surprise everyone.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Who is
At
POD?
least mine was in engaging and fun for you guys.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, my question for you guys was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
There
that was
other
not fun.
questions I feel like we didn't get to, but that's fine.
There is an R in there. Okay, yeah. Karen won. She got it. She got the answer correctly in the chat room, and she did the work on that. So, here we go.
Called
Oh
Google.
my gosh. Can I can maybe.
No, not yet.
Okay, all right.
I have absolutely zero clue on this one. Who is Rimald? Dump.
Well, there's an umlaut over the O.
Yes.
This is a good one to end on.
Yeah, let's take it. Let's take it, Johnny. You got this one.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, you have no idea either? Okay, I
Who
thought
put
you were
the
kind of like,
umlaut? He's the lead singer of Blindside.
No.
Okay, so what's our total, Elijah? Where are we at?
Christian Boys has 19.
no idea.
I'm only guessing 24 and a half. Bearded Boys 23.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? 24 and a half.
Yeah.
I should never gave him that half point. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I lost my half point. I lost my half point. I think we have to go to like sudden death overtime.
No, that was so fair. That was totally fair.
Oh, it's Alan Aguirre.
Yep.
The answer is Alan Aguirre. That
You
is
guys
Alan-
and these crazy questions when it comes to that. It's
Hey.
hilarious. Then again, we gave you Briarcrest.
Hey,
we
that,
give
hey,
him
that was
Brian
just
Down here, man, huge.
I
They're
had
probably
to
one of
come
the
up
biggest
with
Canadian
almost-
Christian bands.
I had to come up with 5 answers within an hour of us doing this.
Okay,
because
so
Johnny couldn't
what
make
was the
it.
final total?
I mean,
We had Christian Boys 19. I'm only 24 and a half. Bearded Boys 23.
Okay, so it is way too close of a game to end on this.
Oh, stop it. It's too late, dude.
No. I'm gonna give the chat a
It's
little
too
bit
late.
of fun. I'm gonna
Oh,
give
like
the
one
chat
last
just
one?
really fun. Somebody just ask a question in the chat room. Here we go. We just got it.
Chris just doesn't want to lose.
Okay, we're gonna get 2 questions in the chat room. Okay, and then we're gonna choose that and we're gonna put it up there, and it's gonna be worth 5 points, and it's gonna win the whole entire game. So we're gonna get 2 chats. We got 1 question. We need 1 more. And
Wait, but did anybody? Who's Ronald Domkis?
that's Alan Aguirre.
Alan
dude.
McGuire.
Oh,
so we're gonna get
is that like his stage name?
yes.
Actually, his name, I believe, is Alan Romuald Domkis or something like that. Because his brothers are all Domkis.
So please, in the chat room, we need
Crazy.
at least 1 good question so that we can ask as a trivia question worth 5 points. And we put it up here because I'm just too competitive.
Come on, Brenda, don't leave us hanging.
He's too competitive.
Too competitive. Come on, we need
I
something.
got to be honest. I studied LA Symphony and Tunnel Rats and their names. I figured you're going to ask, like, name 2 members.
Name all 7 members of the LA.
That's it, man. There's no everyone's drawing a blank. So there we go. There's the show. Everyone, congratulations to everyone that played. It was a great game. No, it's late, man. It's like, what is that? 1:15 where you're at?
I know you guys in the chat room. You guys,
Hey, we're going to be doing this again. This is not like the first time.
fill in
you
the
know,
blank. Here we go.
last
Here we
time.
go. Here we go from Ian. Fill in the blank. Band name.
Chris.
Fill in the blank. Band name. Fill in the blank. Cue the Jeopardy music. Ian, is this 1990s or 2000s?
Yeah, it's gonna be 90s for this trivia show.
Hard rock.
90. Okay, hint, hard rock. Bride.
Oh,
Bride.
That's a good one.
how was a kid that rode the short bus with me able to answer it that quick?
Is it bride? Is the correct answer bride? Okay.
But technically, Bride's an 80s band.
Because it can spell bride, but we got to know that he's doing. I mean, I would say bride. It is bride. Okay. I did win.
Chris wins.
Guys.
Congratulations, Chris. Chris's team wins.
I think we all won.
Yeah, we did. We all came in like pretty much right close to one another.
Because you guys made me give you that 2.5 thing.
Hey man, we got the thing. You said there was no giving.
I think I won fair and square.
All I needed to do on that one is literally to say End Time Warriors, and we would have got the full 5 points on that.
So I think that me and Robbie should have gotten 50-50 of that.
I think so too. I agree.
Not 2.5. And because they got one wrong and I got one wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, so it should have been 50-50. I agree. But the only difference is because if you don't get it, you lose everything, normal speaking,
but
right?
didn't I say right before that you have to answer each of these questions correctly?
Yeah, you did.
So
but that's five. That's 6 questions though. But that's 6 questions.
Okay, so what group was named after the Bible? What group was named after Bible? What group did the album Blind Faith?
Genesis. Second chapter of Acts.
Blind Faith. This is a very tough question. What group named after the Bible also did we got people saying KJ52. I don't think that's correct.
No. What group?
Okay, Rich, can you give us a hint in the chat?
Jericho? No. Named after the Bible. Weird.
Jerusalem?
Jeremiah? No.
Not also.
Jerusalem. Yeah, I was going to say Jerusalem, but
okay, what group was named after the Bible? What group did not also. What group was named after the Bible? What group did the album Blind Faith? Guys, this was super tough tonight. This was tough.
Who are the Blind Boys of Alabama?
I don't know.
So Kieran's asking why we skipped the 80s.
Because we all suck. That's why.
We didn't skip the 80s. No, we didn't skip the 80s.
Johnny and Robbie.
No, we didn't do 80s trivia. We didn't do 80s trivia.
Yeah, no, we'll go back and like actually relive the music of the 80s.
We're gonna do an 80s show. Don't worry. We're gonna do 80s music, but like trivia, no. I don't think any of us would do very well on 80s trivia.
Like trivia was like, hey, well, we're gonna try this and see if this is like a lot of fun for us. Because it was like probably the easiest show that we could do. King James.
Oh, King James.
King
wow.
James. I think
Cool.
Joy, like what was named after the Bible.
Oh, that makes sense.
And King James, right? There it is. That
KJ52.
That would no.
King James. Is their album named Blind Faith? Because I don't remember.
I don't think they did Blind Faith.
But that had Robert Sweet of Striper, Timothy Gaines of Striper, Rex Carroll, White Cross, and some dude no one ever heard of.
So Joy says she got a perfect score.
Karen's confused. She's saying you did a 70s show and then you jumped now to the 90s.
Correctly.
No, this is just a trivia show on the 90s. This is not, we're going to do an 80s show, 70s,
Karen,
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Karen, you got to understand. If we do the 80s, we have to do it year by year. We can't skip over not 1 year of the 80s because it was so.
Yeah, but those are.
It's just an offshoot trivia. This is like a game show. This is not part of this series, sort of thing.
Yeah, this
It's
was
just
like
a fun show on the side.
this was like, hey, should we just delete this when we're done with type of show, and be like, hey, this never existed, and nobody's
Should we
gonna
just
watch
delete
this.
it?
Yes, I think
Like
that's
it
what
never,
this is.
like it never happened.
Yes, I think that's what this is going to be. And
No, leave it
and then-
up for the world to see. It's take on the world TV, man.
and
Just
then
come
later,
on.
what it's going to be is people will remember this, and it will be.
John James from Newsboys is going to contact us and say, you guys got it all wrong. I wasn't an alcoholic.
Oh, he gave us. He gives us testimony all over, man. He wasn't. He was. Yeah, and he's doing great now. He's doing great.
Rich Wells says, no, please do not delete. So there you go, Chris. You've heard now from the audience. They do not want this show deleted.
Do not. Hey, yeah. We won't delete it. But I mean, hey.
But we got to wrap up. It's late.
Hey, there it is. That is true. Rich told us that was the correct answer. Legend 7, Blind Faith. That was the correct answer to that.
I love that band.
Yeah, next time, Karen, you will be our Google. You will have my cell phone, and you will be feeding me every answer. So
no doubt.
You got to get
She's a powerhouse.
Brenda was.
Yeah, Brenda.
She was
Brenda and
killing
Karen, yeah.
stuff on here.
Brenda was doing great. Yes. There was a lot of people in the chat room that knew more than us, and that was great. And we were just sitting there looking like, hey, what's up? But,
yeah, I'm like, they're like saying she was like 30 points.
wow. Yeah. Fun times, no layoffs, fun times ripoffs. Okay.
Either that or she's just really good with that Google.
Yeah. So no, guys. So we'll get back to really some more serious, fun stuff in the future. Maybe not trivia for quite some time. These are just some things that we threw in there. And Josh Laurie would have been here, and he's like a walking encyclopedia.
Yes.
So that may also change things for the future. But what I would like to tell everybody who's on here, including even Samson, because I think he'd be really fun to do this as well with, we have so many talking heads on here, and not everybody's ever got to really share like their story, who they are, so the audience is getting to know you guys. But I think it would be great. So if some of us, or one or two of us, would interview each person. Interview Elijah, interview Doug, interview Johnny, interview Robbie, and just let them share their testimonies, how music impacted them, and kind of all the things in their lives and how they tick and who they are. I think that's going to really help this show. So we hope to do that in the future. And then we're going to really start really soon branching out and bringing in some artists and just letting them share their heart. And that is the future for Sound Off. And it's going to start to expand and not just be crazy trivia nights. So, because tonight was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. Edifying for everybody? Probably not, but that was cool. Yeah.
Can we do the next trivia night as what style of Michael W. Smith's hairdo is what year?
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
They'll picture him and be like, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Or we could do Chris's hair. I mean...
Oh yeah, okay. But what's really fun is to do the music, and where you play the first a few seconds of a song, and everybody else guesses. So we maybe have one host.
That'd be a fun one. Yeah, that'd be fun to do that as well.
We would just have like one host, and then we would pick 2000s and just play the song and let people pick from every single genre and see who knows it, who doesn't know it, and maybe should be our next trivia night. And then
we'll also play clips when we're getting into the 80s, like we did with the 70s show. When we get
absolutely,
80s,
we're gonna go back to the 80s. We're gonna do that. And
80s is next, guys. 80s is next, and like Doug said, it's going to be probably year to year, year by year. There's just so much to cover. And then in the 90s, I think the 90s are going to last like 2 or 3 years. Like there's going to be so much in the 90s. We could break it down by like year, genre. It'd take a long time.
Yeah.
My local Christian radio station.
Go ahead.
My local Christian radio station, they do they have this lady that sings like the first lyrics of a song, but with an opera voice. And I can't like some of the stuff that she does it like with a terrible opera voice. So like people will call in and get it like immediately. I can't figure that out, but we get Chris or somebody to sing with like an opera voice.
Johnny will probably do it.
I don't do opera.
So
I don't do opera.
Sing the lyrics in an opera voice. Okay. Okay.
Like the first.
I've heard
the first
stations do that
verse.
where they'll actually sing like Jesus Freak opera style, and it's really tough to hear it at first because they'll be doing some.
Or as a poem.
Yeah. I've heard stations do that.
Well, thanks, Samson, for jumping on and
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thanks,
joining us.
Samson. You're awesome.
Thank you. So yeah, it was. I mean, we had the teams all screwed up, but on the board. So next time we should try to come in. So like we're on the same like wavelength.
You can like drag them, right? You can just drag people into different places on the screen.
Well, let's try that.
You should be able just to drag and drop.
No, you can't.
What?
No, like you can't. All right, guys. Well, hey, this has been Sound Up. It's super late. Let's go to bed, guys. And,
All right.
You guys. Hey, real quick. You guys can jump off, but Take on the World TV has been doing some amazing things. And so, what's coming up tomorrow, Samson? Why don't you give everything a plug? Because this is a perfect time for you guys to come back tomorrow here on Take on the World TV.
Yeah, what I was going to say. I don't know because we're preparing for Passover, so I don't know if we're going to do a show tomorrow or not.
Look at that! I gave you a plug opportunity.
It's still kind of up in the air right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time zone, we do Sit Rep Live. So I saw a lot of people in the chat. They're usually in our chat. We have good conversations, good stuff going on over there.
Much more serious than tonight.
I mean, sometimes.
And sometimes. And then we've got a great series going on the weekends right now with and that's going to be wrapping up this week with Jeff and Ian over on the Draw Nigh to the Creator series. And then we got Disputed Lands on Monday. And then every other week we've been doing Flat Out Insights as well. And then more shows are going to be coming as well. So stay tuned for all of that stuff. And Enclosed Cosmology Fellowship Saturday nights as well. So check all of that content out. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are going to sign off. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time.
Love you.
Later.
Bye, guys.
The breath in my lungs just can't hold me. No man. Start a revolution with no man control. I'm gonna sound off. Start a revolution with the breath in my lungs. Sound off. Sound off.